let's go live. Yes, I've said let's go live, but maybe I shouldn't be, you know. I said let's go live and I pressed the go live button, like, right in the middle of the sentence, which is a bit silly, because then the stream will start with, like, a half cut off sentence. That's, perhaps a bit of a silly maneuver. But are we live? Did it work? And what the real question is, that's me. Shush, shut up. So, there we go. Stream ping, send out the announcement. Hello, we're back with Silksong. I don't have 12 hours to stream today. We're going to be streaming for a couple of hours, and then I'll have to leave, and then we might have time in the evening also. Who knows? But we are... Well, currently we are going to be playing Silksong. That's what's happening. I should also make sure my notes are open somewhere. So, I need to actually issue a correction. Last time, or maybe it was in the discussion with Board Guide before last stream, I'm not actually sure. But what I said was that Silksong seems to have a focus on pogos. I was mainly talking about the like red pogable things in the ant area. And what I said was that, like, I don't think in Hollow Knight you ever had to pogo to beat the game. And that is incorrect. I woke up in the middle of the night and realized that I had been spouting complete nonsense because, of course... well, you have the pokeable things, the mushrooms in fungal wastes. So yeah, sorry about that. I've been telling lies. Okay, let's start the timer. I moved my okay. I thought maybe we could try out this scene, but I think we'll go back to this one. I want to make sure more of the game is visible, even if this layout is a little bit ugly. Okay, so yeah, last time, I feel like we had our like first actual major boss fight, which is kind of crazy for us being 15 hours into the game. The save file said 14, which I guess could be correct, I don't know. I'm not sure what the difference between the time tracking is exactly. But my timer said 14:07 at the end of last stream, or 15:07, sorry. But yeah, we beat the Widow boss fight, which was really the first boss fight that felt like an actual big, major, important boss fight. I mean, Lace felt important in terms of story, but it wasn't, like, it was kind of a walk in the park. It didn't feel significant at all in terms of the challenge that it posed, and also in terms of what it unlocked. Like, it kind of just was a boss fight that you did, and then you moved forward through the map, same as with all of the other boss fights that we've done. Whereas the Widow, it like opened up this huge town here, or like it unenslaved. It freed all the people who were snared up in the webs here, and for the first time we unlocked a relic seeker who is over here, and we unlocked a pin master. No, I think so. A pin, something like that. Yeah, I think it was a pin master. So that's very cool, and that really makes me think that we are like not. Oh, but you can talk to you. Hold on, I saw you flying around earlier. No, you're not. I wanted to talk to you, not the sign. Pond Catcher Reed. You seem hard at work, Goodbug. Are you a hunter of a sort? Of a simple sort, aye. I'm a pond catcher around these parts. The last remaining, in fact. Us few bellhearters are badly needing for fresh food, so my lone shell is carrying quite the responsibility. At least Shellwood's pond's still full of good meat, especially if your aim with the long pin's as good as mine. If you're heading out across the pond, beware of the other catchers. They're all long lost to Farloom's haunting. Weak minds, the lot of them. Still, their long pins remain sharp enough. You've met Frey, She's usually stocking useful items for travelers such as yourself. We have talked to Frey, yes. Oh man, I love this music, but I think it might be a little bit too loud right now. I'm not sure. Again, I'm terrible. Wait, are you kicking that bell around? Was that what you just did? You interacted with the... You're cool. I mean, what, the game's cool? Something's cool. I just lost the game. Sorry for startling you, Frey. Okay, so it's interesting. I guess they all want us to move left past Shellwood. It's just kind of interesting because we have just finished exploring Shellwood. That's where we got the wall jump, which was what allowed us to come back to Bellheart and defeat the boss. But yeah, I mean, of course, in general, we knew that we'd have to go left past Shellwood. Because we've seen a lot of stuff there, and I can think of some wall jump sections that, well, we could actually do now that we have the wall jump. However, I believe there were other locations that I could have used the wall jump at as well, so maybe we should go back there. Let's see. So this thing here, what was this? I know I wrote down... Yeah, hold on. This is a vertical path that I wrote down, so we should actually go to Pilgrim's Rest. That's a very good thing to start with. What was this marker, I wonder? There was some bench beneath Hunter's March that was blocked off by a gate. Maybe that's this one. I am uncertain. Oh, but we could certainly ascend up through here. Yeah, steep docks. Oh, and wasn't there a path? Yeah, this path also. We could ascend up through here. So I think we might go back and clean up some of those vertical ascendy bits. And what was this whole section? Alright, I remember. There was a blocked off gate here. We heard some sort of noise here, I think, and I don't remember what this downward path was about at all. It doesn't seem impossible to fit an area down here, but yeah, I think so far the like path we've been taking through this game has been very interesting. Me and Board have both commented on how this like feels more linear, but not in a bad way compared to Hollow Knight. And you can sort of see that, like, not now that everything's been connected up, but like the first time you're going through these areas, you're kind of going to go in a very clearly determined way. Like, okay, you might end up in Hunter's March before Deep Docks is hided, or you might go to Deep Docks first as Board did, but the point is, like, overall, you're taking this like horizontal path to the right with potential detours along the way, but like no detours that are like going to lead you 3 areas deep into somewhere you're not meant to be at all. So you're gonna go here, and in a little bit of time you're gonna get everything you need, and then you go up and then you go left. What the hell is this path? Wall jump might help there too. Cling grip, was it? We'll have to check the item names again because I want to use the correct terms. And yeah, then you go up and then you go left, so it's like the snaking path. And, well, as far as I can tell, because the map only, like, lets you scroll as far as you've unlocked so far. So for all I know, we are, like, a tenth of the way through and we're going up. Oh, and another thing that me and Board were talking about is that, like, it feels like we are just barely getting into the game, and yet the Hunter's Journal says that we're, like, 50 out of 100 enemies done already. And, the Stagway map also seems like it's, like, almost filled out. And, well, we were saying that, like, okay, that can't be right. It must be that there's just more to this game, that those counters for some reason aren't reflecting. And, well, after stream, I remembered another thing that lends credence to me and Board's thinking, in the sense that, well, the game's structured in acts, right? Like, at the beginning of the game, we had a big title card that said Act 1, and I had completely forgotten about that until after stream, and then I realized, well, of course, we are still in Act 1. We haven't gotten Act 2 yet. And with acts, I mean, you're going to assume that there's 3, or more than 3 maybe, but at least 3, surely. So, we're still in Act 1, so we cannot be halfway through, which makes perfect sense. Now, I do wonder if, like, the second act will see us going back through areas we've already been in with the map chained, as I said way earlier. It might have been in the discussion I had with Board, or it might have been in the first stream, might have been in both. But yeah, that's quite interesting. But enough yapping. I could have maybe done this yapping while running around the map, but I'm no good at that sort of thing. I will, well, either the discussion or me running around the map will suffer. I will either just not accomplish anything while running around, or I will spout complete nonsense. Right, so let's call the Stag Beast over here, or sorry, Bell Beast. And we'll have you take me to that one bell station that I definitely remember which one it was. Farfields, yeah, there we go. Let's go to the Farfields. Crazy amount of bells in this game. Absolutely not so many bells. There are all over the place. So, is this the station? No, yeah, it is, but you go down here. And, oh, you don't even need wall jump for this. You could also have your gliding ability. Or no, never mind, I'm a liar. I think we must have had the gliding ability when we got here. Oh, hello. Okay. How does one even play this video game? Surely I can just run past you all. Okay, we'll pogo you just for fun, and then... I almost ran into the spikes. Okay, we can create a way back through here. Oh, but that's interesting. I thought this would connect to that like yellow marker that you can see that I have above the bench. I thought it would connect there, because that place, like, nothing happened in there. And me and Board have commented on the fact that there are some rooms that it seems like they just have nothing in them other than a couple of enemies chilling out. And I thought this like room would maybe connect back to there, but apparently we're going rightwards instead. Where's this taking us? It almost gives me the same vibes as if you, you know, go from King's Station to Kingdom's Edge in Hollow Knight. We're just completely unexpectedly are in this entire separate region of the map. All right, and also our nail is upgraded now. We're gonna like be dealing more damage to enemies. That's pretty cool. Okay, I don't know why I thought that the explosion might not hit me. It was more of a hope than a thought. Wait, but if this is coming from down below, I feel like this must connect to a lower area. Yeah, isn't this the place with the seamstress? It sure is. Don't remember what the name of the seamstress was, but it sure is the seamstress, so that's nice. Another little connection in the map that will allow us to get around easier. I don't know how much of a reason... Oh, hold on. Surely, that one thing to the bottom right that I wanted to deal with... Oh, what's up there? Surely I can also do that now with my wall jump, or like some part of my new abilities will help me deal with that, surely. Hold on. We're gonna have to not die to this platforming challenge. That would be embarrassing. God dang it, dude. Uh-oh. It's kind of cool how, like, platforming challenges seem to serve a much bigger role in this game. Like, in Hollow Knight, you had, like, I guess some platforming as you explore the world. But, mostly we're gonna have platforming challenge, like, you know, mostly you just had White Palace for platforming challenges. White Palace and, of course, Path of Pain within that. But in this game, it seems like there are platforming challenges that are more challenging than Hollow Knight's regular platforming, but perhaps a bit less challenging than White Palace. Just spread all over the game, which is very fun. It's not all just concentrated into one spot. You get to enjoy it all over the place, and it's also not this, like, one long gauntlet, so people are perhaps not gonna get fed up with it. I don't know. My point is, I'm happy. It still just feels so surreal. Like, we're playing a Hollow Knight game, and we're just, like, seeing all of these different enemies in different colors. Like, these are not from Hollow Knight, but it is like Hollow Knight, because everything sort of looks like Hollow Knight. It's just bigger and better, and it's different. It's new, you know? Yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Like, you look at this and you see Hollow Knight, but it's also not at all like Hollow Knight, because you've got, like, red spikes, and you've got these, like, wind gusts, and you are Hornet. Like, it feels so awesome. I don't know. Shocking. Huge Hollow Knight fan is enjoying Silksong. Who could have ever guessed? But it's just like, I don't know. This one sparks joy. Okay, I'm not very good at controlling the floating. Hornet looks pretty goofy with that floating thing. With the Drifter's cloak. Ah! That's fine. We can heal. So that's what I get for calling Hornet funny with the Drifter's cloak. Okay, so you are here just for a fun pogo object, I think. Whenever that, like, binding effect that comes from my current crest is active, whenever that's active, I keep thinking that I'm on low health, because it seems to me like... Oh, god dang it. It seems to me like the Fury of the Fallen effect from Hollow Knight. Or is it just the effect when you're low on health? No, I think it's more... Okay. We are gonna die in here, it seems. So there was that, like, top left path that it doesn't seem like I have what's needed to get to right now. Also, some of these bits really do feel a lot like White Palace. Okay. We'll just leave that top path for now. Oh, there we go. I should not get ahead of myself. The game will... Yeah, that hurts you. I forgot completely. There's probably a bench nearby that I could take. Or, yeah, I could even take the seamstress bench. Yeah. Anyway, I should probably not get ahead of myself and say, oh, I don't think I can get up there if I haven't even checked down below. But also, maybe I should say that, because, like, the whole point of a Let's Play is that you're, you know, going around saying what you think, and then the game will prove you wrong, and you're like, ah, haha, look at that. But it's, you know, like, people want to see what you're talking about. Well, who am I to speak about what people want to see when no one's here, you know, no one's gonna be here wanting to see it. But I'm speaking about what I want to see, I guess. Stop. Dude, every damn enemy deals 2 max. It's obscene. Oh. I think I got hit again. This is not good. I would like to get some soul or silk. Whatever heals me. Give me that. We can't be dying right before we get back. I probably don't have too many rosaries on my corpse. Simply because well, you know, we just unlocked a huge town and probably paid a bunch of rosaries for a lot of things. But still, best not to lose what little we have. Ah! I am surprised we haven't found any simple keys lying around. We know that one simple key that we can buy, but that's it. Yes, and there's a bench also right at that stag station. Okay, I think I will drop down here and get this bench. Oh, let's see if the seamstress is still alive. You sure are. Also, wait, the boss is to the left. So before... Well, actually, no. I was gonna say the boss is to the left, the 4th chorus. I was gonna say I should go down there and see if Nu shows up there as well, to comment on the remains of the boss. But in case that turns into a whole another boss fight, I'm going to go here and get my stuff back first. We'll do this section first, and then as we're leaving, we'll check out if the 4th chorus has anything new to give us. Okay, so that platform that's above us there... What? New Hunter's Journal thing checked off somehow. Vicious Carnage. Okay, did you run into spikes or something? Aggressive winged bug of the lowlands. When angered, it rapidly whips its bladed tail as a weapon, right? Yes, of course, that was the old text. And now we have its wings are quite small compared to its bulk. Perhaps it uses the warm air of these fiery lands to help stay airborne. Clever if so. I wonder if we'll only see them near these air gusts then. How about I leave you alone? I'm gonna glide up here. There we go, and we're already back at this section. And we died at the explodey thing. So that's what we need to get back to. It almost feels like that. No, I was gonna say it almost feels like. Oh, dang it! It almost feels like this section expects you to not have the gliding thing, the Drifter's Cloak. But then, well, obviously that's wrong because you absolutely need to be gliding on these air vents. It just seems like this spike section here, specifically this wall, because like this wall is entirely pointless if you have your Drifter's Cloak. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it helps you align yourself. That could be it. Hold on. Don't quite glide up yet. You need to get your stuff back. Yeah. I'm quite glad that getting your cocoon back is just this like one smack. I think it being a shade that you fight is important for the lore of Hollow Knight. But I also think it can be a bit of a nuisance or an annoyance trying to get it back. Okay, I'm not sure if my nail's actually hitting that side of the wall. Okay, I think it was. Also, look at this. You can, like, as you're sliding on a wall, you can do an upswing, and then that causes you to lose your grip for a moment, but then you re-grip it, which is interesting. Because in Hollow Knight, if you're sliding on a wall and you, like, try to do a swing in any direction, I'm pretty sure it just, like, swings to the right, or, you know, swings sideways, rather than letting go and swinging up for a moment. So that's nice. That's sort of automated. I wonder if there's gonna be, like, a whole fight where we're sliding on walls the whole time. That would be interesting. What am I even hearing? Oh, this is the beast! To the left of the village! Hello, hold on. Might I get a bench? Who's whimpering over here? They're giving us silk. I should maybe heal. I mean, I know I'm only missing one. But that's still something. Oh, it's a flea! Hello. Flee away from this place, little flea. I will go deal with your captor. Some sort of horrible beast who I would like to get a peek at. Oh my god, it's like a rhinoceros beetle thing. Hello. Surely you're not. Okay, you're a bit of a hoppy bastard. Now this village on the... Hey, can you go into that village and destroy that scam artist for me? Break that door open for good. Oh, wait, you're gonna actually do that. Hold on, what if I would like to get you in my hunter's journal? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get over here. Beetle, you're around? Beetle? No. What? I shouldn't have opened the cage. No, did I lose out on a hunter's journal entry for good? Probably not. The beetle will show up elsewhere and cause bother. Okay, I'll write this note down there because I want to remember. Pilgrim's Rest, I think this is. Released rhinoceros beetle to the right of Pilgrim's Rest. Missed out on hunter's journal entry, question mark? I mean, we missed out on it for sure right now, but like, is that for good or can we find them again? It would be cool if this... I don't know. Because I could have avoided, you know, I could have not opened the door, in which case the beetle probably couldn't have run away, right? But maybe that's a good thing if we avoided killing someone, pacifist run? I don't know. I'm curious about that thing up there. Seems like something you could maybe smash. So, beetle has been released. They didn't disturb the cart, it seems. Hello, beetle, where'd you go? Dang, they got away. They fully left. Unless they like left up onto these upper platforms. Dude, look at Hornet's graceful leaps. I know that's an ability that we've had for a while already, but look at us go. And then we have wall climb, which is crazy. Oh yeah, I wanted to check the item name. The item that we have the ability. It's gonna be on this screen. Cling grip. There we go. I think that's what I call it. I definitely said something cling. So, the plan now is... Well, what did that even get me? It released the beast. Oh, it got me a flea. That's also something. So I need to remove the note about the beast. Pilgrim's Rest. A large beast is trapped to the right of Pilgrim's Rest. It sure was. Gone now. We've released the beast. So, I want to go down... I bought everything from this vendor, right? Yeah, I did. Unless they have new stuff. But no, I'm not gonna... You know, if we check that shop again, it's gonna be, like, at the end game when we've done everything else. And we just want to make sure that they haven't gotten anything new in there. It might be faster if I go left and down. I think I'll do that. Did I remove the marker? Yes, I think I did. I removed the marker to the right of the stack station. Wait. Oh, dang it. I thought I heard the beast, but it was just the cart creaking. Oh, well. Yeah, I do wonder if they'll have the beast show up elsewhere. Or if it's really just like, okay, here's your one chance to do things right and get that beast in your journal. That would suck a bit, but I guess it's not a massive deal. So this room, this is one of those rooms where you're just... Or, well, at least I don't know what the point of it is. Like, is this just, like, what? Are you just here to fight for fun? Do I need to get them to, like, shoot their things at this target? I mean, I can try. I think I already have shot it, though. Yeah, you hit it. So what's so cool about that? How does that help anybody? What's the point of that? Oh, there we go. Hold on. So we need, in order to upgrade our nail further, we need to get some sort of oil from the Citadel. Which I guess won't be happening for a while. Interesting that it doesn't require a crafts medal. And I guess that's only for the Forge Daughter, as far as we know currently, that is. I do wonder what sort of ability... Can I cut this down? No. Maybe if I smack this a lot more. Maybe I'm meant to recognize this icon at some point. Maybe I'm going to get an ability, or maybe I already have an ability that has a symbol similar to this, and that's what I use on here. That could be it. It could just be a random target symbol, though. Have I got anything that looks like it? I'm also wondering if I should switch to a different... If I should switch to a different crest, because I do kind of miss my dive. I think maybe this wide sweep makes pogoing easier, but I kind of want to... I want to use the dive again, sort of. It is nice that the current ability gives us extra soul, though. That is quite nice. Okay, well, that marker's staying put. That room definitely is up to something. I just don't quite know what. So we want to go down to the 4th chorus. What's this room? What was in here? Was there anything in here? No, it wouldn't have been Chakra that was in here. Because Chakra was in this big room over here. Right? No, actually, I'm wrong. I'm thinking of a different room that Chakra was in. I think? Yeah, I'm thinking of the deep docks. No, so Chakra was to the right there. I believe. Look at that. Wall climb. I imagine there are going to be areas that require wall climb that I didn't even realize required wall climb because I just like didn't think to take note of a random wall. So I'm sure at some point we'll be in for a run through the whole map. I tried my best to, you know, take notes and mark down things that we, you know, that we see and can't do anything with yet. That we see and think we might be able to do something with in the future. But I'm sure I've missed things. You know, already we've stumbled upon secrets that I just ran past as I went through previous areas. Yeah, okay, so I know we cannot go left from here to the deep docks. That has been established, but I am curious about why we weren't able to go down to the bottom right. Also, we got a new thing. Also, doesn't this look like this floor's gonna open up? Yeah, it actually definitely is. Right? Or it looks like it used to anyway. But yeah, we got a needle in last time, and what I checked back in the VOD, and we opened a door with the needle in that cutscene in the dream world. And... hold on, the music's getting really epic. We opened up a door with the needle in, and it looks a lot like a lot of these other doors. Maybe not this one specifically. Okay, yeah, maybe not this one specifically, but it certainly reminded me of some other doors. Like, actually, yeah, like that one to the right. Well, since we're here, let's go check that out. Because I swear we've seen, like, some other versions... dang it! Some other versions of these doors that we can't do anything with. They're like big sturdy metal doors. You hit them and they clink and like there's no interaction with them. And well, I think it might be worth giving it a shot, trying to see if we can open them with the needle in. Good thing I just happened to spot that door there, because I had completely forgotten that I had that thought even. Had that thought after I finished last stream, and I just, you know, clicked around in the VOD just to see how it sounded. And I can't decide if my mic sounds good or not. I've been trying to add like filters and things to it to make sure that, like, you know, when I'm quiet you can still hear me, and when I'm loud it's not too loud, and also that, you know, it's not too quiet compared to the game, and there's not noise in the background. But I'm honestly terrible at audio stuff, and I can't decide. Whenever I'm not streaming, you know, whenever I'm like off stream and I think, okay, well, I'll listen back to my mic and I'll try to see what it sounds like, then it sounds great. It sounds fine, just fine to me. And then when I listen back in the VOD, I'm like, ugh, Doesn't that sound a bit grating? Isn't that like a bit too loud there and a bit too quiet there? And oh, did I hear a crackle there? So, yeah, not a big fan of messing with audio. Alright, I should probably stop taking damage left and right. Yeah, look at that. Look at the rosary bead floating. Board mentioned that, and I think I had seen it, but... Well, just now I had forgotten that that was a thing, and I saw it again, and... Wow, 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 wow! Whoo! Almost got hit by that. It's fine. Not that that would have dealt too much damage, although we are not very high on health. I do wonder if we'll get an upgrade for our healing thing, so that we will get more health for every heal. I feel like that's just an obvious kind of upgrade to get, you know? What? Of course that hit me. Oh, wait. Hold on. It's not even the spine. I thought it was a spine hitting me. Hold on. What am I even doing? I'm taking so much damage. I should be running past these enemies. I don't know why I'm sitting here talking about rosaries and whatnot. Yeah, I love the way the beads or the rosaries interact with the environment. It's so cool. Okay, so we are just gonna want to run... Oh yeah, I wanted to check out this thing also. Surely if I wall jump up here... that's gonna help us get up there? No. That thing's gonna be taunting me forever. What on earth? Do I really not have any other thing that would make this easier now? Wow. Alright. Still can't do that. That's fine. I'm sure we will be able to do that eventually. Yeah, I should just run past all of you. So, this door here. This looks exactly like the thing in the dream, I think. Okay, the ground is glowing. Yeah, look at us go. So I should have been marking these doors on the map. That's fine, you can sort of see them indicated on the map anyway. I've been trapped in. That's fine. Weaver Nest Sindrill. Why does it feel like I stumbled into an optional challenge area? What the hell is that? It's like a searchlight. Are you gonna... Okay, you're just watching me. That's ominous. Can I hit you? This is like the cameras in Portal. You want to get rid of them. Just because they're creepy. Or well, maybe just because you can. But it looks like we maybe can't. Okay, at least it doesn't seem like this leads into a whole huge new region of the map. Uh-oh. This feels like you're entering an ancient temple and then you step on the wrong pressure plate and everything breaks. 2, 3... I mean, the noise is getting... Like, the pitch is raising. Uh-oh. Oh, I need to... What? Do I need to activate all of these at once? Because some of them were staying lit at the same time. Is that just when I walk across them? Perhaps. And I should maybe run. Okay, this feels like a puzzle then. Wait, so what affects how high these go? Because that was 2. That was 1. That was 1. If I fall from higher? Yeah, is it the strength at which you hit them? How do I die? I got it to be 3 when I ran... Oh no, it was 4 when I ran across. Okay. I guess I did it fast enough this time. I thought I would... I thought I did it the same way when I ran to the left, but maybe that's... Well, there we go. Silk Speed Anklets. Oh, are we gonna get faster? Silk Speed Anklets. Those don't look like they'd be very good to wear. Experimental anklets of a weaver make. Draws upon the weaver's own silk to increase sprinting speed. Oh. You use silk for speed. And I can equip them in the same slot as my compass would be. Okay, so honestly, what I think I would like to do is... I must have some memory lockets, right? They're gonna be on one of these... hold on. Yep, we got the right screen, but then I pressed the wrong button. We have 3. So I almost feel like I want to go back... I'm trying to figure out which crest I want to upgrade, because I quite like the Hunter. I also quite like the Reaper. Oh, the Reaper has the same set of notches available. Okay. Yeah, so one of these I'd want to upgrade and add another yellow, I think. Well, I don't know. We could swap the compass out and just test the sprinting speed thing out, I suppose. Okay, are you, like, mad at me? Are you an enemy? You are. Servitor Ignim, small construct built by Weaver's Past, brought to life through silk runes threaded within. Very cool. And you're just here observing me. Well, that was an interesting sort of puzzle. Can I reach you? I would like to reach you. Oh, yeah, well, let's just... Oh, well, I don't really have silk. I will go ahead and unequip... it's the screen. I will unequip that, and I will equip the Silk Speed Anklets. Draws upon the Weaver's own silk to increase sprinting speed. Let's give that a shot. I'm still locked in here. Okay, so I can open that. I do almost wonder if, like... Whoa! Yeah, look at that. I can get the level even higher with that. But it doesn't seem to have drawn upon my silk all that much. Oh, no, it is drawing. I can see it, like, flashing there. Maybe it doesn't drain unless you've run for an extended period of time. I'm not sure. I was just trying to figure out if, like, now that we have these, we should get this level up even higher. I almost want to give this another shot. But no, I think that's just meant to indicate, like, ah, yeah, look at that. You sure are going fast. You could only get up to 4 before, and now you're getting 6. Wait, actually, that's very cool. It, like, tells you how many units better you are. I don't know how great the precision on this is. But, like, that's very cool. Yeah. Because if I'm walking... Can I walk very slowly? Not really. Yeah, okay, it's not, like, very sensitive to me just slightly moving the joystick. But yeah, we're walking, and then if I were running... Okay, well, that's the same speed, right? It's just digital. You're either moving or you're not. But yeah, well, there we go. I think that is just to indicate that we're going faster. It's also interesting that these doors lock again. Yeah. I wonder what the purpose of that is. Maybe it's just because it's a sealed area, it's a secret area, it's meant to stay closed. Maybe that's all that it means. Interesting. So we have a whole nother bench there. I guess that's just to try that thing out. So I do wonder, now that I have this, could I run, you know, could I finally get this thing up here that I've been trying to get for ages? I'm trying to not run right now, because yeah, the issue with those, with the silk speed anklets is that then I will be losing silk whenever I run, which is slightly concerning. Oh, okay, Hornet. Let's try that again. The issue is you can't really get much speed up there. So I think this might still not be it. Okay. So that's fine. We're still not getting up there. I don't think I can do anything with that other yellow marker either. Or goldish, bronze, whatever. You know what I mean. So, next plan of attack is I think we go left towards the deep docks. And we try to do that climby bit. And we try to do another climby bit. Yeah, we're gonna do all the climby bits. We're gonna try to get the mantis claw things done. Or sorry, clink grip. My goodness, can't be calling things the wrong name now, can we? This is a secret. We do not wish to go up here. We've already been there. Otherwise, I'd say absolutely, yes, we're gonna go to the secret, but that's not what's happening here. Gliding up here doesn't really have much of a point. Now, I hope that me having that compass doesn't cause too much, or what? That me not having the compass, rather, doesn't cause too much confusion. But why ever should it? Why should we be confused by not having a compass? I can think of plenty of good reasons, actually. We're not very familiar with the map. But, well, I guess we'll see how that works out. So we go upwards. And then there's going to be an entrance to our left, and I think this is the lower one. Yeah, so then we just run to the left across here, across some kind of path soon-ish. Whatever. I guess it's going to be a lake of lava, maybe? That was indicated on the map there. And then once we reach that, we can climb... Hold on, there's bound to have been other climb-upable things also that I just didn't do. Yeah, surely it's this. No, but I would have already been across that. No, I think we might be all the way to the left side of the map. Let's see. This leads to deep docks. Which it does. That's good. Okay, so we know where we are now. And that means the top right of this room is where we want to be. Did I keep the sound effects slightly lower than the music? I think so. I think we might be fine keeping them at this level. I'm not sure. I can't tell. You think I know how to balance audio? You haven't been listening to me complain about it for the past 200 streams. If you think that. Or maybe you just don't believe me. Maybe you think I'm secretly great at audio balancing and I'm just trying to deceive you all. Alright, so we're up here. Stop checking the map. You don't even have the compass, so there's like absolutely no point. We haven't mapped this place out yet, and we don't even have the compass on. Dude, we're going so fast. Imagine now if you also drank the grub song. No, the flea brew. I think that's what it was called. If you now also drunk the flea brew, wouldn't that be crazy? What is this spiky section? The red thorns show up again. Isn't that exciting? Whoops. Okay, up we go. Now this section clearly expects you to have wall jump, which, I mean, I guess we knew that since to get in here we also needed wall jump. I'm checking down here just in case, but it doesn't have anything. Not that I expected it to have anything. I just, like, for half a second I thought there might be something down there, and then it was already too late to go up. So that's what happened there. Wait, why are there so many different paths to go down? Is this just a resting platform or what? Like, what's down here? I think it's nothing. I think this just leads back to the beginning, but I have to... Dang it. I have to check just in case. I think my questions have been answered. So now I glide up here, but there was also a path to the left, which I think is what we're eventually trying to connect. No, hold on. I'm going back. The path to the left is definitely bonus if we look at the shape of this thing on the map. Whoa, 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 watch out. Right? Path to the left must be bonus. No, but this does connect us to a bench. Well, close enough to a bonus. This does lead us to that connecting bit. However, it appears that there is way more to this area. Yeah, it connects to like a... yeah, it instead goes top right. I was not expecting that. Check for secrets just in case. I honestly thought that arch in the foreground would block me. Right, so we got our rosaries from down here. Yeah, sorry that we're checking out the same area that we've already checked out, but listen, sometimes you get a suspicion and you have to make sure you're not missing something. Down here is where I came up from, right? Yes? Oh, listen to the gust of wind that you hear when you drop down here. Seems to have lessened a bit now, but yeah, when I dropped down there first. That sure was a mighty loud gust of wind that we heard. The issue with us having multiple crests to choose from is that I always feel like I'm missing out by not using one of the other crests. Because, like, I like this one. I also would like to do a whole run with the Hunter's Crest. Or, no, this is that. Yeah, I would, I would like to do a whole run with the Hunter's Crest. I would like to do a whole run with the Beast's Crest, even though that would be more of a challenge run, I think. Because of the difficulty of the pogos. And, like, the Hunter's Crest has, like, a less of a range on the pogo. And more, like, diagonal mobility. So, it feels very different. And I'd like to, you know, play more with that also. And I think I might soon switch back to it. But yeah, the issue with having multiple options to choose from is that you always feel like you're missing out, or at least I do. I feel like I'm missing out by not using the other ones. This really might not be the best situation to not have the compass equipped. Ooh, what? This is just money again? Okay. I guess that's fine. I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain about it just giving me money, because we are... Because I've also been complaining about not being able to afford the simple key. I mean, I haven't been really complaining. It's just that we're always using our money, you know, like I haven't had... Nice one. I haven't had more than 300, more than 500 rosaries on me ever. Which is what the simple key costs. And, like, of course, we have collected in total way more than 500 rosaries. It's just that we've been spending it on other things. Hold on. Well, just in case. Whoops. I'm going to check down here. Because I believe this is the place we've been. We must have been here. Yeah, and this is that vertical room. Okay, I think we're good. And I also think that on a first playthrough, having the compass on is non-negotiable. I think the compass is going back on. I like the swift speed, but, well, if needed, we could use a memory locket. We could use a memory locket to fix that situation. Hold on, didn't I? Hold on, I'm gonna go back up there for a moment. Because I thought I saw a thing earlier. I don't remember if that thing was here this time, and it might have just been a random piece of debris resting on the spikes, but I thought I saw a suspicious platform. Dang it. I'm the suspicious platform. Don't know what that means. That's not a terrible joke. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, like right there. Whoops. Yeah, I think it was just like an enemy. Yeah, I think that was the upper enemy's corpse that was just attached to the spikes there. I think that's what I saw. Okay, so if I go up here, that's a bench again. I can put on a compass. And I mean, I guess there's no harm in using a memory locket. That's another thing though, is that like we have a limited amount of memory lockets. Now, I don't know if the game overall has enough memory lockets to, like, fill out all of your crests. But at least currently, we have to, like, choose which crest we upgrade. And then the worry is that, like, that's going to make me want to use that crest. Because the other crests won't have as many slots. And it's going to make, you know, and if I get a new crest, it's going to be even trickier to, like, try to prefer that crest. Or, you know, we might regret that we used the memory locket on this. But yeah, for the moment, the compass is definitely going on. Let's see what else we have, actually. Magma Bell, Druid's Eye. Druid's Eye was kind of nice, I guess. Flea Brew. Would be cool to see how fast we can run. Actually, yeah. Let's try this, like, just as an experiment for a moment. We're gonna try to see how fast we can run with the Flea Brew and this. Hold on. Up RB. Unequipped tool is A. Interesting. So we can do up RB, and we also have Silk right now. How fast will we run when we do this? Wee-hee! I'm so fast. You can't catch me. I'm the Gingerbread Hornet. Whoa! New. And I guess what this also increases our hit speed. That's pretty cool. Okay. Well, that's awesome. I would, however... You know what? Actually... Screw it. We're gonna go fast. Or actually, well, do we go fast with this or with the other crest? Is a question to ask. We're gonna put on the Flea Brew and we're gonna open this. I'm going back to this crest. I just want to. It might make pogoing more tricky, but that's sort of the point, is it not? Alright, look at that. We're gonna be able to move real fast, although the fact that we have 3 charges between benches is perhaps something to worry about. But we are currently trying to get across a lot of horizontal distance, aren't we? Yeah, so we want to run left to the Marrow now. That is the plan. Let's execute it. Run fast, Hornet! So if I go across here, as far left as they let me, and then I go down, I think that should lead to some sort of good result for me. Ouch. Right, maybe don't run into enemies. The Flea Brew doesn't really last for very long, does it now? Who am I hearing up here? Do I know who this is? What was the grunting? Like, is it just that one bell guy down here? Oh, it is just the one bell guy down here. Somehow I didn't think you'd have such a deep voice, but I guess that's allowed. Okay, well, now that I've used my Silk, my running is gonna be slower, of course. Yeah, I shouldn't have used my Silk. I should have just rested on this bench. Although, maybe I'm faster even without the Silk, because that kind of felt extra speedy. I don't know. Am I faster than normal right now? I might just be placeboing myself. Hold on. Upper entrance? Okay, it doesn't seem like it matters. So I guess we'll take the upper entrance just for fun. That must have been a boss fight at some point. Don't remember who we fought there. This is fine. Okay, then we run left a bit, and I guess we go get that bench. Whoa, probably shouldn't be gliding here. Oh, stop it. Anything down there? I must have checked already, but... Alright, we have a different pogo now. Yeah, see, that pogo is more difficult to hit enemies with, and I kind of like that. I want... That's like Hornet's classic move, you know, that's the one you start with. Okay, yeah, I probably checked that secret already. Can confirm again, no secret there. Well... Wait, what? Was this sign always here? Uh-oh. This very much reminds me of the Grim Troop. What the hell's happening? Grindel? What the hell are you up to? Wait, you're not Grindel. What the hell's happening here? I can sit on this bench still, right? And you... Did Grindel transform? What the hell happened? Lottie? Hola, hola, welcome, my lady. So glad you found us here. I can see you're blessed with strong limbs and keen sight. Who? Where's Grindel? Did you eat Grindel? Not that I particularly mind, I guess. Lottie. Replaced Grindel? Ladybug? Question mark? Okay. Glad you found us here. Us. Are you referring to yourself as plural, or are there multiple people here? Fond of frolics, are you? Keen to test your aim? We'd be right honored to play a little game with you. A little test of skill we've set up. I've no need to test my skills, sir, nor do I have time for frivolities. Oh, but we'd make it worth your while. A prize awaits you if you can meet our challenge. If you offer a prize, that changes matters. I can meet any challenge if the reward is sufficient. What are the rules of your game? Hornet sure is confident, but you'd expect that. If Hornet weren't confident, I think it would be weird, even though this is a prequel. Exceedingly simple, my lady. I'll provide the pins for throwing, and my associate will provide a target. Hit the target 15 times, and you'll earn yourself a worthy prize. Hold on. So when you're saying your associate will provide a target, are you saying that they will be the target? And is your associate Grindel, perchance? Are they a willing associate? Start challenge. I don't have the thing equipped, but I have the rosaries. Let's try then. Hola, hola, time to play. Take these straight pins and strike the target when you see it. If you can strike the target 15 times, the prize is yours. This is like a freaking Zelda shooting gallery minigame. Hola, hola, perhaps I neglected to tell you not to cross past them. You sure did. I didn't even see them. It is a law of the game, and we all abide by laws here, don't we? Right, actions have disqualified you, my lady, but we harbor no ill will. Step over here and we can begin a new round at once. Right. I suspect you'll want to get paid again. Bastard. 25. Lovely. Okay. Sorry, I didn't even see the marker. Oh. Oh, that's the target. I'm... that's 3 times now you're Mr. Mark. Got it. You know what? Let me practice throwing... not throwing the game. Throwing the funny pins that you asked me to toss around here. Okay, so straight pins. We can replenish them at our bench. So they fly straight ahead. Now, if I do a full jump, I reach this lantern. If I do a tiny jump... Okay, there we go. Let's try that again. I've lost 50 rosaries to this already. Let's keep going. Right, okay, so I only toss when you actually provide a target. Okay. Oh, you're moving now, bastard. I'm the loser of the game. Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, that's 75 rosaries in the hole. We're never gonna buy that simple key. Okay. We are now 100 rosaries in. Okay. Give me the target. Thank you. I do imagine if 15 is, or I do wonder if 15 is just like the. Oh, dang it. Oh, you bastard. If 15 is just the first goal, and you actually, like, to get the real full prize, you need to do, like, 30. Oh, okay, 125 rosaries. I will spend all my rosaries here. Don't even be mistaken. I need to get better at hitting the moving target. Honestly, this is probably good practice. Just too bad that it costs money. Dang it. Nice. Thank you. I don't know if I need to, like, hurry. Like, if it'll move on to the next target if I don't do it fast enough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I should probably just wait and see the pattern until I know for sure that, like, it does expire. Okay. Down, right, up, down. Hit it. Okay, perhaps we're not on a time limit. I guess I'm, you know, I've got the Zelda minigames in my mind when there's always a timer. Okay, you go that way, you go there. I like the encouraging noises from the minigame master. Hola, hola, that's it then. Our lady has struck the target 15 times. A beautiful victory. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. A little levity is a bomb in these troubled times, don't you think? I'd have thought such games best saved for times of peace, but perhaps there is truth in what you say. And now that I have bested your challenge, you will produce the prize I have earned? Oh, of course. I see you have a tool pouch of your own there, full to bursting with baubles and trinkets, no doubt. I'll fit another pocket onto it so you can carry even more tools and shards with you. A fair price, wouldn't you say? Sure, tool pouch expanded. What did I end up paying? 125? 150? Something like that. Anything else? Is there a harder challenge? Because, like, that was pretty easy as soon as I, you know, actually got the hang of it. As soon as I realized that I can actually just wait and see what the pattern is. Because I was kind of in a rush. Because, like, you know, in the Zelda archery minigames, in the Zelda shooting galleries, there's always like, okay, the target's going to be on screen for like 2 seconds max, and then if you didn't get it, too bad. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. It just moves to the next phase, and then it repeats that pattern until you get it. The frolics haven't ended, my lady. If you'd like to really test yourself, we should play again. Hit the target 25 times and you'll earn yourself a beautiful necklace of rosaries. That's 120. We can maybe make our money back. Somewhat, at least. Or we will lose even more. Watch this. Okay, you're gonna stay there. I'm just going to assume that there's no time limit. If I feel like I need to take my time seeing what the pattern is, I will. Although, I feel like the last 5, they're gonna throw in some funny pranks. I do wish that you'd explain the rules of the game to me before you start disqualifying me for not following the rules I didn't know. But, you know, you are in the same location as Grindel, so I shouldn't be surprised at a little bit of thievery. There we go. Okay. You do like a check mark pattern. That was close, I almost missed that. Okay, you do like a funny loop. Hit you there. Yeah, so we don't need to move around at all, it's just jumping. Which certainly makes this quite simple. Oh, whoa, 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 what the hell's that pattern? Uh-oh. Not good. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Some of these are a bit less regular than the other patterns have been. Oh no. Whew, that was close. I keep almost overshooting it, or like, you know, almost tossing it over. Okay, is that a repeating pattern? I think so. Oh, got you. Okay, up, down, left. Got it. I'm glad you've not tied up poor Grindel and used them as a target, though. Got it. They're starting to move faster now. But at least some of them are horizontally aligned, so even if you miss one, you might hit the other. Or vertically aligned. Oh, that's sure is faster. Got it. Okay. That's a fairly easy pattern to understand, at least. Whew. Got you before you teleported away. That's quite simple. Got it. Well, that was easy. Hola, that's 25 times the target has been struck. My lady, I thought perhaps you'd have a little more trouble with this round, but you've emerged victorious again. I'll have to speak to my associate. I don't think he provided you with enough of a challenge, truth be told. It was challenge enough. My prize, sir? A prize, of course. My lady must have a prize. You don't seem too happy about giving me prizes, hmm? Listen, I paid you a bunch of money failing that first thing, but I guess, you know, that's your whole thing. Here then, a lovely necklace full with rosaries. I'd been hanging on to this for a while, but you've earned it fairly. It would be funny if you gave me like a frayed necklace instead of a full one. I just hope you think of me when you wear it, my lady. Sure, heavy rosary necklace. Look at that. Oh, it's not 120. It's a big one. Big old... Wow. That's huge. Okay, well, overall then, we at least haven't lost money and we got an upgrade. That's awesome. You got any more of them challenges for me? Well, perhaps that's enough games for now, eh? We'll need to come up with a much stricter challenge to best you, my lady. Alright, well that's awesome. Lottie, replace Grindel, Ladybug. Archery challenge is what we'll call this. That should be probably how I find it. Can I talk to you, your associate? Hello, what's your name?
My name?
My name? Yes, that's what I'm asking. That's funny that that sound effect sounded like my name. So where the hell's Grindel now? Did Grindel turn into you? I could have sworn Grindel was like very different looking from you, and like, yes, metamorphosis and all that, but like, I don't know. Surely you'd have like at least one similar aspect. Yeah, what did you do with Grindel? Can we see a sign of what happened to Grindel? And also, this is very cool because that means, you know, running around the world, you can see things that have changed. You know, things will be changing and you'll just see that, oh, this character's gone and replaced by this other thing and there's this new challenge here all of a sudden. That's cool. I imagine it's triggered by you getting past some sort of progression marker elsewhere in the world. That was an absolutely terrible maneuver on my part. Okay, so we're gonna go here now. That was a nice thing to discover on the way back through. And now that we have all... Listen to that sun running effect. Did Hornet always make that, or is that my new thing that I have equipped? Yeah, is it the Silk Speed anklets? It does sort of sound like maybe silk shifting past each other. What? You know, like silk shifting as you run. Perhaps that is what it is. Okay, so now we can climb up here. What will that grant me? Immediately a secret wall. Dang it. Oh, let's stop dashing into spikes. Perhaps giving me extra speed wasn't such a good idea. Ticks! Are those actually ticks or are those... No, those might just be those guys. Yeah, no, it's the guys with the funny name, which I don't remember right now. Okay, we'll get the upper one first. Oh, never mind, you don't come all the way here. I meant to dash to the right. And now we won't get to full health after a heal. What am I doing? Actually, what? Insane behavior. What? It's the funny ceiling, dude. There's just this funny notch in the ceiling, which is, you know, why the enemy... Nulik? No, that's not what they're called, but something like that. Some sort of five-character word. That's the, you know, the little ledge is there is, of course, why they couldn't carry all the way to the right. And is also why I dashed in such a terrible way several times in a row there. Okay, so don't dash all the way up at the ceiling. Ouch, that still reached me. Got it. Oh, I actually unequipped the flea thing. I mean, that's fine. I don't mind having a thing to toss. Whoops. In fact, maybe that's what I should be doing to deal with you. Nah, who cares? A couple hits from the toss thing. Oh, hold on. We have unlocked a new Hunter's Journal entry. Keelik, that's right. A small bouncy bug that favors dark tunnels can expand its white carapace to ward against attacking predators. I am fond of simple, effective traps such as this bug's extendable spikes. An unwary predator would be skewered clean through. Yeah, Hornet, we've been the unwary predator more than a few times here. I hope you recognize that. Okay, looks like to the right is where the bonus is, so we're going there first. You never know. It might be that... Ah! Ooh, that was close. It might be that every single direction is bonus in a game such as this. Aha, look at that. Rosaries. Why I said that was that, like, you know, you might have thought that what you found a hidden wall and you thought that might not be the bonus, but like for all I knew, the left path could have also had a hidden wall. Or maybe this hidden wall could have led to something more significant than just like a little bit of treasure that is in the normal path. Okay, so we go down first, because that might loop us back, or it might just lead to a random enemy. That too. Uh-oh. Not a good spot to be. Yeah, you see, like, dealing with this guy in a place such as this would certainly be way easier with that other crest, which is partially why I wanted to unequip... Uh-oh. Partially why I wanted to unequip it. Oh, another entry. Soft bug, yeah. Either its size has made it fearless, or the haunting has removed its sense of self-preservation. Right. Okay, this part down here might be for nothing. I do wonder if we'll ever get a ground pound move, because we haven't seen any crumbling floors anywhere. Another secret wall! I almost got hit by a bug. Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! Through the mountain. Secret tunnel. You are dead. You've been murdered. Where are the badger moles? Okay, so that's just some more money again, which again, I don't mind getting some money after we just got scammed for a bunch of it. And yes, we won it back, but you know, if we hadn't failed at the challenge so terribly, we wouldn't have needed to win it back. We would have just, you know, purely gotten profit out of that. So many rosaries! More rosaries than you know what to do with. Okay, so this generally seems to be leading to the right. That means we check left first. Okay, nope. They really just expect you to know that these games are filled with hidden walls here. Like, it's... I don't know how you're gonna play this game if you haven't played Hollow Knight or aren't well-versed in games like this. Which is fine, like, again, perfect for me. And a lot of other people who have played hours and hours and hours of Hollow Knight. Now, why have you given me this much silk? Surely that's suspicious. Do you intend to challenge me with some sort of battle? What? Another entry. Skull Scuttler. In every land, creatures find new and surprising ways to disguise themselves. One must be wary always. So true. Wonder what happened to Gilly. We should maybe go talk to Gilly again. So we could wrap around to the left, which might be a good idea. This might provide us that one connection that we wanted, and then we go right. Yeah, look at that. So we've finally opened up this path. That's probably one of the earlier paths that we saw. That, you know, one of the earliest blocked off paths that we saw that was still open. Well, classic Hollow Knight string instruments picking up in the background as you enter a boss arena to build up a bit of tension. Oh my god, it's a massive skull thing. What are they called again? Skull Scuttler. Or, well, one of these. Skull Brute Skull. Something skull. Some sort of skull thing is what you are. Hello. Skull Tyrant. Alright, what are you lording it over all of these other skull creatures? Okay, of course I can't hit you on the carapace part, because that's... Well, that's the point. I mean, I can hit you, but it will not deal damage. Oh! Bad place for me to be. Okay, at least we can poke on you pretty easily, and that will... be pretty safe for me. Uh-oh! Didn't need to poke there. Okay, so I just need to make sure I'm not underneath the rocks as they fall. I need to move away if I'm in such a situation. There we go. Let's try to stay close and deal damage. Come on. Yeah, let's get some hits in. I should... Uh-oh! I did that too far away. That's fine. I really need to get better at using spells. I thought you were sucking me in there, like a Dodongo move. Uh-oh. Oh, run away. There you are. That should be approaching sometime soon. Oh! That was close. Time to use a spell, maybe? Yes. Good time to use a spell is what that was, I would say. Yeah, I kind of also like with this crest that you can move. Like, you can use this for quite a bit of horizontal movement. You can use your dive for quite a bit of horizontal movement. And of course, that makes, like, fully vertical locations a bit trickier. But I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it feels good, and it feels, like, more different from Hollow Knight. Because if I have that other crest on, that just is this, like, downward swipe, then, of course, it's, you know, it's not quite like Hollow Knight, but it's more similar. I feel like it's easier. I feel like the music is, like, too loud here. Oh, you're a funny hoppy bastard. Get over here. Perhaps the music is too loud. I don't know if you can hear me even. Actually, yeah, if I feel like the music is too loud, then I think it probably is. That's how I try to have the audio balance, that if it sounds like it might be too loud for me, then it's too loud for you. But who knows? Okay, we'll turn it down there. Okay. Watch out, funny, creepy, spooky beast. Maybe I should use my funny attack. And by funny attack, I mean my spell, but I think I'll heal instead, just in case. Again, it's very easy to just lose all your health, because every damn enemy in this game deals 2 massive damage. Hello. What did I get from you? Crown Fragment. Large spike of bone collected from a defeated skull tyrant. What's that going to be used for? Also, what's this? That's my expanded pouch. That's right. Pouch capacity. For holding tools, traps, and crafting materials. What is that used for, actually? Like, what? Tools, traps, and crafting materials. Oh, that's expanded my, this shell shards. Okay, so that expands that at least. Is that the only thing that it expands? I'm trying to figure out, because, like, tools. Aren't these tools? Right? Unequipped tool. Yeah, so these are tools. All these 3 layers. These up here, these are skills, but these down here are tools. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean that I have... It doesn't seem that it, like, allows me to add more slots to my crests. Does it mean that, like, if I found a new tool, it might not fit into this section? I hope not. That would be unfortunate. So maybe it is just for this. Let's use that description again. Holding tools, traps, and crafting materials. Well, I don't know. Perhaps it holds tools and traps, and it just can hold infinite amounts of those, but crafting materials we need to expand it for. That perhaps makes sense. Was there anything to the right of here? I think not. Well, that was cool. We got a horn... No, a crown as a... What's this called again? Crown fragment. We got that. We should also go and try to get the last poly part, because I think they needed 6, right? Maybe we should try to get that done. My missing courier. Tip was last seen in Lower Shellwood. Yeah, it might be a good idea to go explore more of Shellwood. For the courier and for the polyp. And I guess we'd have to go through Shellwood anyway. Although, that might not necessarily be true, because we've also got... Like, we've opened up this, like, long, like, on the left, that long vertical chasm that we fell down at the start of the game. We could probably explore a decent bit more of that, right? We could at least go up through it with the wall jump now, I think, maybe. So I think we'll actually go up to Shellwood via Moss area, Moss Grotto. I think that's what I'll do. Oh, also, up here, there's the guy researching the affliction, I think, the haunting. I'll go check that out. Because that is another thing that I marked down as needing wall jump. So we'll go ahead and do that. What's this way? Oh, enemies and death. My favorite thing. Okay, I think we must have gotten whatever was here, because, I mean, obviously I would have explored this tunnel. Yeah, Hornet, whatever, I didn't need health anyway. We'll just jump into enemies. Ah, the Kilixar. Ah, quite annoying to deal with. It's fine. We can just run past them if we're not terribly reckless. And we should probably also find that last flea bug, huh? Or flint bug. Maybe I should run around the marrow a bit more. Although, of course, the direction I'm going in right now, I believe, is the direction we found a flea bug, so... Or a flint bug. So I should focus on, what, the bottom left part of of the marrow? I think that's where I haven't gone since I got the flea quest, or the flint bug quest. Right, let's read this again just out of curiosity. In the air, the water everywhere, inside their shells, twisted inside guts. Tight around heart, pulsing rhythm, sick, alive, dead, something worse. Deeper, must look deeper. Yeah. So let's see who's over here looking deeper. Or actually, you know what, they've probably succumbed to the addiction already. This almost looks like a dreamer's sleeping on a stone plinth. You're a boss fight. Or, well, not a boss, perhaps. You remind me of the freaking Zote Hopperlings from the Eternal Ordeal. Good thing I came in here with 3 health. So you... Oh, are these your, like, research subjects? You were researching the affliction on these specimens here? On these pilgrims? I think so. I shall heal. Probably a good idea for safety. Yeah, I think I definitely prefer this pogo. As I said, it's a bit more challenging, but I like it. It feels more Hornet somehow. I prefer using this one. Hornet is a hunter after all. We should be using the Hunter's Crest. It does suck a bit that I used a memory locket on that other one, but... Wait, hey, speaking of memory locket, I think we have enough memory lockets to fully upgrade this crest, so maybe I should just do that. Let's not worry about the other ones. We'll upgrade this crest, and then, you know, if it's fully maxed out, then we can just upgrade the other ones also. We'll prioritize this one. We'll get this one fully maxed out. Is sort of my plan, I think. So, memory locket is, I think, a perfectly fine reward for this. I thought we'd end up on the right side of this wall, but perhaps not. So did we see the person? I guess the first one, the hopping one, might have been the one that was researching everything. I didn't pay too much attention to what they looked like. Also, surely that would have been a new Hunter's Journal entry now. Yes, Elder Pilgrim. Thickset bug consumed by haunted thread. Uses their solid frame to crush others. I think that was the first one of those that we saw, but I could be wrong. I probably just missed the Hunter's Journal, like, triggering in there. But then again, I also didn't see the icon that indicates that it's a new one. Okay, so I need to remove this also from my notes. If I search for wall jump, some sort of a lore guy researching... Yeah, got rid of you. You have been dealt with. So now we go down and we go left and then... Oh, wait. First of all, bottom left, because we want to see if we can find the other flint bugs. Is my plan. Whoops, didn't mean to open the full map. Yeah, let's sit on the bench and fill in the rest of this map now. Look at that. I think that might be the marrow, quite filled in. Now, if I go right and drop down and go left, or I guess I could go left before that also. That might lead to something. That might lead to a flint bug sitting around here. Surely I still have that wish active. Surely I must. Did I ascend through this whole hallway? I don't think I did, so maybe I should actually go down through this first, as I initially planned, and see if any flint bugs show up. Also, what's this room? What's this about? Probably found something here ages ago. Or maybe not. Wait, was that floor crumbling? No. Just making sure. I haven't found any crumbly floors yet, as I've said, but... I could have just had the worst luck in checking for crumbly floors. Still surprised that this wall isn't a hidden passage. Okay, not seeing any flint bugs around here. Dude, it's crazy. We have walking, we have clink grip. Incredible. So I've been in this room, I think, today. I ran through here. Oh, hello. Look, we found what we were looking for. Who knows if this is the start of the trail, but it is a point on the trail, which is enough for us. Alright, let's get over here. You did lead this way, right? Let's read you. Uh-huh. We must have passed through here at some point, I imagine. Okay, this is a good bench to have. I am likely to die to those flint bugs, because apparently they're actually quite formidable. I'm surprised that this trail can, like, stay across screen transitions. I don't know why that's surprising to me, but it is. Okay, I want to get rid of you before I activate the pill bug, who lives right here. Hello? Track. Oh, never mind. Doesn't live right here. Right, no. They look like a freaking bulb in the wall. It's a quite large bulb, not a tiny one like that. Yeah, that's it. That's the pill bug we were looking for. Last time I fought one of these pill bugs, or not pill bugs, flint bugs, did I have my, like, pogo that I was using for a while? Did I have the, oh my god, the Reaper's Crest? Did I have that yet? Was I using that then, or was I using my current pogo? I'm not sure. But it feels to me like the current pogo, actually, well, I don't know. I guess they're both pretty well usable for this. I just need to not be reckless and not get hit by all these attacks. Dude, stop giving me the NKG trail. Oh, stop it. And stop throwing bullets. It's awfully rude. Just shoot bullets at people. Or throw bullets? Whatever. Wow, the nail damage really helps. My goodness. The nail damage absolutely helps. Okay, we need to turn that in Bone Bottom, which is where we're heading anyway, I suppose. And then we're gonna go up from the left and explore Shellwood. Perfectly clear plan to me. And Bone Bottom is quite close by. Dude, those spikes, they look so cool. They look so brutal. They look so vicious. They look like they're gonna hurt you. Ah, look at that. The mossy areas are starting to come in. You can see that you are approaching Bone Bottom. Hello! I'm gonna turn in my things. Turn in. Flint gem deposited. Well, surely several flint gems. Volatile flint beetles. Wish granted. Memory locket. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, they're really giving you a lot of memory lockets. I don't think I need to worry about like where I use them too much or like worry about wasting them. The terrible tyrant. Oh, that's what the skull tyrant was for. I found them before the quest was active. Interesting. I wonder if I could have done the same for the flint beetles. Probably. I'd imagine so. It would be unfortunate otherwise. Like, it would just be inconvenient, you know? Like, oh, you... Because what could happen is that you just ran through the marrow, and then you get here and you get the quest, and you're like, oh, I just need to do that again. So I don't think Team Cherry would have done that. Like, as soon as the quest became an option, I think it would have been able to find the flint beetles also. Which would be a fun way to encounter that. Anyway, terrible tyrant. Also, interesting. I wonder when this quest showed up. Because, like, technically, let's say that you did do some crazy skip without the wall jump to get up there. You could just complete that, and I imagine the quest will show up either based on some sort of trigger, because obviously not all of these quests were here, like the flint bugs only showed up after a bunch of time. I mentioned after we did some sort of progression elsewhere. But then also, you know, if you managed to do the Tyrant quest before, I imagine it would just also trigger it to show up here. Although, maybe the Tyrant wouldn't even be there, but that would also be weird. I don't know. Anyway, Terrible Tyrant, gotcha. Wish promised, and completed. Surely? Turn in the crown fragment to Bone Bottom's wish wall and collect the reward. Oh, alright, you do them as separate steps. Got it. Well, here we go. The Terrible Tyrant, wish granted. Yeah, really, the quests, I'm glad that they're so simple. I'm very glad. Like, as I said, I was very, very worried about them adding all of these mechanics into Hollow Knight. Well, you know, into Hollow Knight sequel. I was worried it might get too complicated, but while there are a lot of mechanics, I feel like they're very easy to grasp and understand, and they're not overly complex. Like, they're just the right amount of simplicity to make you not feel overwhelmed, or make you not, like, have to worry about them too much, which is very nice. The Terrible Tyrant, wish granted. Heavy Rosary Necklace, our second one. Let's not destroy the wish wall. I hope they won't let you, but just in case, maybe let's not smack that. Shop, right, I can maybe buy something from you? Maybe I should just, like, crush my rosary necklaces. Yeah, you know what? I mean, why not? I could buy a mask shard, I could buy a magnetite brooch. I could go to that ant and buy the rest of their stock as well. They had, like, one item that I would have liked to buy. Well, okay, while I'm here in Bone Bottom, let's buy things in Bone Bottom. Heavy Rosary Necklace. We'll start with crushing the smaller ones, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's smash all of these. We can at least buy the small key. Or simple key. There we go. Okay, so how much can I get for that? I didn't actually count. I didn't actually check what the other items are. Okay, magnetite brooch. Yeah, we'll get that. I feel like prioritizing, like, the yellow items is what I'd like to do most. Okay, mask shard. We need to get to 300. It might not be the best idea to dump all my money into here right now, but I kind of feel like it. We won't have anything in reserve, which... Maybe I should keep some in reserve. Maybe I won't go to the ant right now. We'll leave those heavy necklaces as reserve, and then we'll start building our reserves up again. But I think it was about time that we bought Pep's Wears Out. Well now, seems I've traded you the last of my supplies, so I've got no more excuses to linger down here. Oh, will you move up to Belleheart? I'll soon be making my way up to the Great Citadel. As holy as I am with rosaries, I'm sure my path will not be an arduous one. Hold on. Peb, have I written you down? Because I think I'd like, now that you're moving, I would like to have you written down so that I recognize you. Peb, shopkeeper from... Bone Bottom. There we go. Well, I'll see you up ahead then. You don't have a separate talking step, do you? Okay. So, what happened to the frightened fool, though? I worry that we might have killed them at some point. Like, they might have just walked into us on the roads. They might have left and walked into us. Although, given that they were so frightened, maybe they didn't leave. Your travels have taken you far, haven't they? Well, I'm yet to even start my journey. Shameful behavior for a pilgrim really to tarry here so long. No, like, this is what's keeping you alive. Believe me, you will die if you leave. I still like how Hornet's looking down at everyone because she's just so tall. I did see an article talk about how Team Cherry had said, I think they had said it years ago, that Hornet being so tall is like sort of what made them, why they had to make this a separate game. Because Hornet... I'll finish reading this dialogue, actually. I see no shame in it, sir. Your life is your own and need not be squandered at the ghostly call of the Citadel. Journey out for your own sake, if or not at all. You truly aren't a pilgrim, that's for certain. That's blasphemy, spoken with friendly intentions or not. And yet, I don't recoil from what you say. Perhaps I'm not much of a pilgrim either. Perhaps not. Yeah, anyway, yeah, so Hornet is so tall, and that meant that she just didn't fit in Hallow Nest. Like, because all of the area is designed around the height of the knight and around the moveset of the knight. So like Hornet will either felt clumsy or like way too schmoovy and like schmooved past everything in there apparently. And I did. It's interesting because like I saw that article and I had thought, like I think during the first stream I had thought but not said that like, it's interesting that Hornet is obviously taller than the knight, and I wonder how that's going to feel different in the gameplay. And like perhaps it does feel different, but like obviously the whole world has been scaled up based on Hornet, I'd imagine. And also, like, your moveset is so different that, I don't know if you'd notice, but yeah, it's interesting that I had the thought that, like, I wonder if it's going to feel different now that our player character is taller. And then a day later, I see an article that talks about, yeah, that's kind of why this ended up being its own separate game. Ah, look at that, here's the bridge that was fixed. And our first bit of crumbly floor. Surely we shouldn't shatter this. Flick will get mad at us, for sure. Also... that door on the left. Oh, and bottom right. Yeah, looking at these, like these are the icons that we can open with our needle in, aren't they? Maybe not this one on the left. I'll go see what this one on the left is. But then I definitely want to check out that other door. Yeah, what was over here? Okay, yeah, this is a different kind of door. Ah, but what is this now, I don't believe we've ever climbed up here. Look at how pretty everything is in the background and in the foreground and everywhere and in my ears. What a wonderful game. What a delightful experience. Incredible. Are you telling me well, no, I can probably go down if I just go left, right? Do I want to smash this? Probably not, right? Too bad. Happened already. Hopefully Flick doesn't get too mad at me. I mean, that was a pretty rickety bridge. Like, you step on it and it goes clickety-clickety-click. And also, I paid for it, so like, well, I don't know. I gave the materials for it. I don't know, like, try to do a better job. I'm sure you learned something in the construction of that first bridge. Maybe try doing better this time. Okay, so here, another needle-in spot. Needle-in is such a funny name, though. Hello, another one of these cameras. Have you got a bench for me? You have not. Weave Nest Atla. Avatar The Last Airbender? New map. What? New map? Oh, buddy. What do you mean by... Oh, didn't mean to dash through here. That was a dash attack performed by accident. Okay, this is an exit, I guess. We will exit through there. What is this? Is it a chair? Or a weird mirror that isn't reflective in the slightest? Does it have a spine in it? Who knows? What? Are these like light bulbs? They're like electricity things. Or I guess, no, they're like weaver things. Yeah, they contain silk, of course. They're silk spools. But I feel like they're, I mean, like, they intentionally remind you of electricity. Surely. What now? More needle-in playing? What has that accomplished? Maybe that moved the thing on the left? Also, yeah, it's quite interesting that we don't have a map for this. An area would fit right down here. Which is interesting. Oh, I never tried to go right from the deep docks. I might have an ability for that now. I don't remember what was missing there. Also, what's that down there? We'll add a marker. We will certainly add a marker, and at some point we should scan the map for other needle-in doors. It's great that they are, like, clearly distinguished on the map. They're not, like, really jumping out at you. But you can certainly find them if you know what you're looking for. Okay, so what did I do here? Let's go back and maybe... Oh, hello. Inspect. A rune depicting the Weave Nest. Take the map. Take the map? Weave Nest Atla map. Oh, so it's like... It's not a separate... Like, the Weave Nest is its own separate area. Interesting, because the other one was part of Farfields. But this is a separate area with its own map. How fascinating. Who might we find here, then? Oh my god! We just dove straight down. I'm gonna get you. I think I actually got you. Okay, Oh, good. It looks like left is the way to... No, left is not the way to go. Well, left has a bench, actually. Okay, so left is a bench. Top left is where we go. There's a secret path to the right and a secret path, well, also to the right. Two secret paths to the right. Okay, I will get the bench. That probably triggers the elevator, right? Yeah, if I sit on it for too long. Got it. Let's sit on the bench. Wow, pretty. We get to see a glimpse of the mossy area again. This game is I want to gush about it all the time, but I mean, that's not going to be sustainable. Instead, I will keep having these occasional bursts of me wanting to gush about whatever's currently in front of me. Okay, well, I thought this bench would be a quick dead-end bench room, but apparently it's going in a whole another direction. Are you kidding me? Okay, hold on, no. We're getting that right secret first, then. Oh, I don't know. Oh, the struggles of Metroidvanias, where you never know which way is bonus. Okay, we're going here first, then. Fortunately, the map also tells you about these, so I guess these aren't too hidden. Even if you didn't notice the walls. What? Songstress Marissa? Is that who I hear around here? What am I hearing? Uh-oh. You're not a boss fight, are you? Who's there? Has someone come to free me? Or are you here to bring my end? I am Hornet Prisoner, only a traveler and not here to slay you. What cause sees you caged in these ruins of Weaver's past? Were you their enemy? Eva. No, not their enemy, and their prisoner not through malice. I am Eva, a thing. Difficult to describe, a child of Weavers, yet not quite their kin. Well, we're the same, honestly. How strange, that depiction could fit me as well as yourself. Child of Weavers, and not? I can detect your Weaver strain, yet you are different from them, and from me, a shifting, blended thing? What are you, creature? Step closer, lady, that my senses would better understand your nature. I have a slight suspicion that you might be a nefarious, horrible being, but let's do it. Speak. You see one's nature, Eva? It is a skill far beyond bugs. One not without cost. My sight perceives a bug only through the imprint upon their soul. You speak of their crest, that signifier of a bug's essence, and their invisible yoke born through a lifetime? A signifier of a bug's essence. Got it. Crest, yes, the old Weaver term. A simple word to attempt a description of something so profound. It's also quite interesting that we can switch our crest, which I guess it does change like our entire fighting style and our entire approach in a way. So that makes sense. But wait, your own nature, is it? Lady, permit me to look deeper still, that I may offer clarity. Allow insight? Yes! Offer me insight, or no, we're gonna offer you insight. We're gonna offer you insight. We're gonna allow you to gain insight. Whoa. Is that what I knew? Yeah, evolved the Crest of Hunter. Hell yes, that's my favorite crest. Keep evolving that. Go ahead. Strike enemies repeatedly to build focus. Once focused, needle attacks will become deadlier. To build focus. Now, okay, focus is interesting because of course in Hollow Knight, your ability to heal and focus soul is called focus. But here we're building focus. Once focused, needle attacks will become deadlier. Oh, so is this finally where the spool is differentiated? Yeah. I think that might be the case. Oh, look at that. Our default crest finally gets like a different indicator up there. Incredible. Your nature is so unlike immortal bugs. Yours is malleable, transitory. It is a marvelous thing, worth my long life to behold. I'm glad you weren't evil. Or well, you might still be, but you're not evil against me. In your travels, you are able to further... What? If in your travels you are able to further evolve, return to me. With what power I possess, I may be able to aid you further. Okay, so I will write down Eva. Eva, mysterious being in Weaver Nest Atla, can offer insight. Evolved Hunter Crest should return here when we evolve further. There we go. Actually, I should mark this as a to-do so I can find it better. There we go. Thank you, Eva. Oh, that's what Hornet did. Thank you, Eva. If my nature expands as you say, I shall return. Awesome. Okay, same dialogue. Got it. Well, nice to meet you, Eva. I guess you are not requesting freedom of me? I think they said something that, like, their nature necessitates that they be bound here. Not quite sure. So now the question is, do I go explore the secret? Yeah, you know what? The other parts will stay highlighted on my map as things that I haven't explored, so I think I will go this way for now. Hopefully this ends up being it, and this sort of gives me like Lake of like where you get the Shape of Uncharm, which is this like short side path. That's a secret, but it doesn't like take you to a... Are you another Bell Beast? Is that what you are? Also, wait, did you... In evolving my crest, did you perhaps unequip... You did equip all my stuff. Well, then. That won't do at all. Can't even see myself on the map. Why would you do that? It's essentially the same crest still. What the hell? Okay. Well, no trouble at all. Do I want to try Magnetite Brooch maybe instead of the speed thing? I like the speed thing, but let's maybe try out different things. Throwing attacks. Long pin was pretty cool. I think I quite like the straight pin though, to be honest. Wait, why does it say like less than the max out of the max? Because like I can only equip these at a bench, and then when I'm sitting at a bench, they would get refilled. Oh no, actually no, they might not, because you might not have enough resources to rebuild them. And in that case, I guess you wouldn't refill them at a bench. And I guess these I haven't yet. So it doesn't know that I would have it. Yeah, okay. Well, that makes perfect sense then. I think I'll have the straight pin. Thank you. I quite like that one. I haven't even tried the threefold one. And here we will place the warding bell, I suppose. And like we can upgrade the rest of these. I have 4 memory lockets. Why the hell not? Hunter's Crest. This is the correct one, right? Yeah, it is. Thank goodness. So, we can equip another one. Druid's Eye, sure, give me more soul, and you'll be at my down button. I think maybe I'll put the Flea Brew there. Just because why not? Might as well use it. So now, we can actually see ourselves on the map. Let's go left. I could upgrade the other crest, but I'll just... You know, since I don't intend on using them right now, I might as well just leave the memory lockets unused. Looks like left is the way to go, so I'd go down first. This might just be something where you're like, you know, if you fall down, this is for you to get back up. But never mind, that's not how this works. What? I really thought the map showed that this right part... What did that look like again? I want to see my map again. What did you tell me? Oh, never mind, it's just this all one big room. Got it. Well, in that case, we'll go up here again. Are you a Bell Beast? I think you are. Oh! I hope you're not my Bell Beast. Surely you'd recognize me. I think you also look different. Okay. Could you, not be quite this dangerous? I don't know how I meant to fight you up here. Uh-oh. Like, how do I avoid your attack? Because I cannot get above you very easily, is my issue. I guess I can toss those at you. Well... Perhaps I don't have to worry about avoiding it. I think what I could have done is just attack and then dash to the edge, and then they don't hit me. It seemed like that was going to take a while. But I do have upgraded damage, so perhaps that helped. I like this little ray of sunlight coming down here. Is that actually sunlight, though? Because we're probably underground, I'd imagine. I don't know. Maybe this game isn't quite as underground, because, well, we are ascending as opposed to descending into a horrible pit of darkness. So perhaps there is actual sunlight. An actual sky that we can see. Is that another mossberry? Oh no! My mossberry. But I wanted that. I would have liked to have it. Oh well. I probably don't need to run all the way back here, but maybe I do. So I'm doing it. Probably could have checked. Hold on. Wait, actually, the thing that I just killed. Have you given me a new journal entry? Marrowmaw, yeah, okay, so you're not a Bell Beast. Giant ruler of the lowlands. Its ridged hide will crush smaller creatures beneath it. Defeat 7 more, okay. They're just gonna be a reoccurring regular enemy in some area, probably around here. Is my mic positioned well? It better be. If it's not, I will eat someone. Oh no, why am I here? Well, actually, no, I think that thing up there was just for that one berry. Yeah, whoops, that was the only purpose in staying up there. Okay, we wall jump. Dang it. I meant to wall jump, not grab. I honestly feel like that grab causes more trouble than it helps sometimes. That ledge grab, I mean. Okay, up first or down first? Probably up first. Unless we go down first. Okay, it's another beast. What about up above? What can we see up here? Just you. You're not quite as dangerous a beast as that other one. Trying to find secrets by wall jumping. That one's above me, some sort of beast. Or, no, actually, it might just be the beast below. I think that's the name of a Doctor Who episode? Could be wrong. Oh! You sure did crush that smaller creature beneath you. Maybe that was a bit of a waste of those tossing things, but also I haven't been using them much, so Maybe we should waste some of them. So that we actually use them at all. Quite useful in a corridor like this. When you want to keep your distance. What are those? Okay, just some fun objects to destroy. So, what's down here? Absolutely nothing. It's just a place you fall down to if you fail that jump. Got it. Good thing I intentionally jumped down there to see if they had secrets. Ooh, and another direction to go, dude. Where is this taking me? We're not in Weaver Nest at all anymore. Uh-oh. Boss fight found! Okay. Or Moss Mother. Wait, we already fought one of you. And I think we did see in the Hunter's Journal that there would be more. Okay, you drop from the ceiling. You don't actually pop out of the Moss Mother. Uh-huh. Let's do a thing here. Oh my god! Duplication glitch. Uh-oh. Ah, the bugs are multiplying. Can't believe there are several Moss Mothers showing up. Let's heal. Dang it. Didn't quite work out for me. Oh! Okay, one's dead. No, not dead. That's not what being dead looks like. Let's heal here. There we go. I know what, like, when I was doing that other heal, I knew I had timed it terribly. I just thought maybe we'd get lucky and it would work out. Ouch. Perhaps that's an issue with my, like, pre-healing crest, or my protection crest, my Boulder Shell thing. Perhaps that's an issue with that, is that I get too reckless with when I heal, because, well, if I get hit... Oh! I'll be protected anyway. Uh-oh. Can you do a dive move, please? Hold on. You're filling up the whole... Oh, you're actually killing your own offspring. That's fine. That's great. There we go. Oh! We're gonna want to heal soon again. It really doesn't take long until you need to heal again. Or, well, at least until I'll need to heal again. Oh! Well, that was a very lucky situation. Can't believe I didn't get hit there. We've got a new Hunter's Journal entry, which we should probably read. Nice, okay. One of the Moth Hunters is dead. Oh, I thought you were gonna dive at me. I really can't see when all this stuff is going on. That's fine. I mean, you could see if you really tried. It just got a bit more tricky. Ouch. Let's use one of these. There we go. I thought you should be close to death. Didn't see a point in healing. There we go. So that should be 2 new Hunter's Journal entries. Moss Mother, adult Mossmere with a fully developed stinger and hardened hide. Motherhood is an instinct that can push creatures beyond what seems their natural limits. It turns even weaker beasts like these into formidable foes. And Mossmere. No, who did I kill? You. Interesting that you weren't indicated, because I thought, like, previously new entries were indicated. Or not new entries, but okay. Well, maybe new entries are indicated, but not ones that get a new second line. I'm not sure. If not for the spikes, I would think it an appealing bug. Maybe the spikes are good. You can grab... Oh, hello. There we go. There's our reward. Weave light. Oh, wait. I don't think we've even encountered dark areas. Gleaming apparatus of Weaver make. Its core emits a faint glow. Increases the speed of silk regeneration. Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. We haven't found any areas that are, like, too dark for us to go through. Interesting. We might encounter them eventually, but in Hollow Knight, it's pretty early on when you, like, encounter a dark room here and a dark room there. So you realize that you're going to want the lantern, or a lantern. And I guess you see the lantern in Slice Shop pretty early too. Not so here, so I think that might not be an obstacle ever in Silksong. And we might have different obstacles to replace it. Which, I mean, we have had already, you know, those air gusts. It's kind of sad seeing this corpse here. It looks very, very much alike to the Bell Beast. Something about that sentence sounds weird. Wait, did you just clamber up this ledge? Yeah, you did. What? That's awesome. Hornet, you're so cool. Can't believe you can just do that. Okay, is there anything I want to change here? Not really. Just replenish my stuff, thank you. I'm gonna sneeze. There we go. I wonder if you could, like, rest on the bench and quickly leave so that it wouldn't have time to replenish your stuff? Probably not. Like, if you wanted to avoid it using up your resources. So yeah, Eva's over there singing. We haven't evolved since we last spoke, of course. So I can trigger this, and then I cannot get off. Okay. That means that secret path up above, we want to get there some other way. Can I get up this wall? Yes, I can. Okay, so then we check out you. There might be other secrets in that wall. I should probably hit all over it. But Well, we'll do that a bit later. We'll check out this path first. Lots of stuff in this random path that I found. I mean, I guess it is behind a pretty important seeming door. Oh no, maybe the left path was bonus instead. Yikes. Massive room this way. Maybe it's not as massive as I thought. But just entering it sure seemed intimidating. Rune harp. Old Weaver recording instrument strung with silk runes. The faded runes hold a Weaver's words from ages gone. A relic of Farloom's past. Interesting to collectors of historical items. Right, so we can bring that to our... it's not Lem, it's like Scrounge or something? Scrungle? Something like that. Our new Relic Seeker. Relic Seeker's Scrounge. I think it might actually be Scrounge. I think I got that right. Oh, hello. Okay, never mind. This room isn't that huge. I thought this was like a massive, large, vertical room. But it apparently is not. This low, her gaze escaped. Prepare, sisters. Weave hope anew, that we might break free this accursed web born of our naive foundation. Interesting. So this is like a dissenting faction of Weaverlings, perhaps, who are trying to break free from whoever's causing the affliction of this land? Or like whoever's at the Citadel, perhaps. Lore in Weave Nest Atla. This low, her gaze... I can't type. Gaze escaped. Prepare, sisters. Weave hope anew, that we might break free this accursed web born of our naive foundation. Maybe I should separate my lore notes into a different place, because otherwise they're mixed up with my like actual actionable notes where, you know, locations that we need to check are. Maybe it would be prudent to separate them. Ugh, almost fell into spikes there. Now where does this lead us? Uh-oh. Who are you? I don't think we've seen you before. You're almost like a bellfly, but also not at all. What are you? Farlit Driver. Oh, we've got new entries down here, that's right. Arachnid that nestles within dark holes in cavern roofs. Pounces on prey from far above. Right, what are you? Firm. Wait, but we already read about you. Didn't we? I thought we did. Burrower that nests in the bell vein and seeks out hard bells to protect its soft body. Winged Firm. Yeah, no, we definitely read that entry. Curious. Servitor Ignim. We also read you. And you? Widow. Oh, I didn't read you. That's right. I wanted to do that last time, but I completely forgot. Crazed fanatic able to guide Farloom's haunted silk by music played upon it. Her body seemed a weaver's, but her mask had been forcibly removed. I see. And her own silk was bound useless by heavy pins lodged through her spine. I did not pick up on any of that at all, but there you go. Thanks for telling me that, Hornet. Okay, looks like our major bosses are going to be like at the very bottom. I would say these two are our major bosses that we've fought so far. And well, here they are. Here they can be found. Where's the fourth chorus? Okay, the fourth chorus is elsewhere, I suppose. Here's another boss. And yeah, I don't know. What, I guess the fourth chorus is in its section where other similar bell enemies are. Probably? I mean, we've also already read them, so it doesn't matter too much if I can't find them right now. Actually, they're right here, aren't they? Yeah, there we go. So, we appear to be heading to the right. Wait, hold on, what's this? Oh, I thought the ground was like segmented here weirdly, but it doesn't appear to be. I was wrong, apparently. Yeah, of course you deal 2 damage. It's so funny. It's just so funny. They have enemies that don't deal 2 mass damage. They just swing at you fast enough that you still end up taking 2 mass damage anyway. It's so funny. I just think it's hilarious. They found 2 ways to make enemies deal 2 mass damage in this game. What is this? Is this another chorus that we're gonna fight? I hear a gleaming noise of a mask shard. Uh-oh. Okay, well that's gone. Why did I not jump? No, actually, I know exactly why I didn't jump. That's because that's how the dash move works. You can't jump immediately after it. Oh! I was greedy. I tried to get through. Well, that's fine. Now we just have more pressure to not get hit. Okay, you wait for that lava to pass, and then you get across. Easy. It's so easy. Hold on. I'll wait for those platforms to regen. I tried to stall on the wall by using Crystal Heart. Which is not an item that we have in this game. Okay. Aha. You're kidding me. You are kidding me. You're kidding me. I didn't get the ledge and then I just completely messed up. That's hilarious. That's incredible. Wonderful achievement. Whatever. We're very close. We can easily get back there. Yes, please, let him handle us single-handedly. Alright, we're gonna get up here. We're gonna handle that challenge single-handedly. Aha! New Hunter's Journal entry. Servitor Ignim. Though the Weavers have long passed from Farloom, this servant still performs its function. Yep. It sure is doing that. I guess it's just an interesting comment. Wait, hold on. What did you actually just say? The Weavers have long passed from Farloom. Wait, so the group in Hallownest wasn't like just a small section of Weavers that fled? Those were like the Weavers? Interesting. And of course it's also a comment on like, look, all these constructions and automatons that are left over from a culture and civilization that no longer exists. I was under the impression that like the people in charge of the Citadel are also Weavers. They're like the main faction of Weavers, that the ones in Hallownest were an offshoot of, but perhaps not. Though the well, actually, I just write, the Weavers have long passed from Farloom. Got it. That's perhaps interesting to know. We definitely read that. Don't fall into the spike. Wait, is that... Look at this. This looks like an arrow. That's kind of neat. Wait. It looks like an arrow, hmm? What's so suspicious about this ground? No, it's probably nothing. I'm the one being unnecessarily suspicious of things. Okay. Watch this. Don't watch, actually. I don't know what the hell that move was. I was so confident that I was going to make it, and then I hesitated for half a second, and then it was too late to rush across the lava, so then I panicked, and then I tried to get across real fast. And, well, you saw what happened next. What's that platform below this ledge, though? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, is this just to save you? Ah, new Hunter's Journal entry. Skullwing, airborne... Wait, what? But... Oh, that's the first one of these that I've killed. I pogoed on them here, but I didn't kill them before. Airborne relative to the grounded skull scuttler, found only in the Marrow's deepest, hottest caves. Yeah, have we seen them before, actually? I don't know. Also, interesting that they don't respawn. Because they are, like, kind of... Oh, no, they do respawn. Okay, I was gonna say, they should behave like wings modes in White Balance, because you want them to, you know... Because they're, like, an essential part of the platforming here. Unlike the usual case where you need enemies for platforming, where they're... You know... When you need them for platforming, but the platforming's not intended because you're doing a funny skip. Oh, dash across, please. I think I'm going to, like, grind out the Hunter's Journal entry for them. Right here. Oh, goody. Oh, well, that was silly of me. Oh, nice hazard respawn. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Okay, did they take 2 hits with my current nail? They do. So, we need, like, 14, so this is gonna be real quick. I just think it's easier to get this done right now rather than having to come back here later on, because like this room, almost certainly we won't have any reason to come back here, I'd imagine. Uh-oh. I guess we're fighting these lower ones for a moment. I do wonder if that platform on the bottom left, is that just like, is that really just to be nice? I guess it very well could be. We must be getting quite close to this entry being done. Also, why am I like this? Why am I like this? What did I even do? How do you even manage to fail so miserably? Something I want to try, actually. Well, this isn't the best place to try, but I want to try if, after you hover in the air... There we go, that's our last entry. Such feeble creatures could only survive thanks to the rarity of predators in the superheated caverns. Alright. Something I wanted to try is that, like, let's say you dash and then you hover, and can you then dash again? You cannot. Okay, good to know. I figured. That only makes sense. I just don't think I had, like, tested it out to make sure, because that was my assumption anyway. It just feels natural that it would function that way. So you take 3 hits. I wonder if I should get rid of you also. Alright, you're not a new entry, so I don't know how many more we need, but it's probably like 7 or 8. Do you respawn when I re-enter? Because we want to... Yeah. Again, this is the only place we've seen them, I think, and, like, maybe we'll see them elsewhere, but... You know, if we have the chance to take care of the journal here... Why not? It's not like it's a massive bother. I mean, we are not progressing through the story at the moment, but that's not all that Hollow Knight is about, is it now? Ouch! Of course you deal 2 max damage, but hey, I also get soul when I get hit. Because I have new memory locket slots, or new slots in my crest thanks to a memory locket. Oof! Yeah, parries are pretty easy to do in this game. Or they, like, you know, they just happen, I guess. What's your name again? You're some kind of arachnid creature. No, none of you. Nope. I think you might be down below then. Actually, I don't know. I'll just... We must be close. I think we're over halfway through with these. I think they needed like 7 or 8 entries. So I feel like we must be close to getting this done. And there's no need for me to like... Whoops. Try to find them in the... There we go. What did I say? Farlit Driver. Right. A smart hunter learns to wait long in ambush, always ready to strike the first blow. Right. I guess Hornet's been... or in Hollow Knight, Hornet will have been waiting around in Talonus for a while. Just protecting the remnants of this kingdom that she's so closely tied to. I did get an entry for you, I think, already, so no need to worry about those. And now it's time to head left, finally. Oh, I said I was going to check this whole long stretch of wall. I somehow don't think it's going to hide too many secrets from me, but... But, well, we will check just in case. Oh, that jumping that I did... That might be a better way to check the walls. So I do this, and then I do this. Yeah, there we go. I think that should cover a decent enough stretch of it. Interesting. So it's easier to cover the wall while ascending, as opposed to descending on it. Curious. Fascinating. Okay. Now we head left. And I think, in an ironic twist of fate... Wait, if I, like, dash attack into an enemy... Do I do like a jump off of it? I think that's what just happened there. And I think that happened one time before and I didn't know what happened, so I was confused as to like how did I do a pogo. But I think that's what happened actually. Okay, so there's definitely something above me here. Just in case I forget, I'll add a marker, but I expect we'll be removing this shortly. I don't know, maybe it's just a thing for light to come through, but it's suspicious up there. It sure is suspicious. Ah, no more light in this tunnel, get out of here. Uh-oh, it's another one of you. I think I'll be getting all the wonder... Ugh. I think I'll be... Dang it. You turn around real fast. I think I'll be getting all the Hunter's Journal entries for you just from this cave. Which makes sense given this is the only place we've seen anyone like you. Okay, I am doing a terrible job at fighting you. Oh my goodness. I just need to pogo on you when you come through here, is my plan. But I am simply completely failing at executing that. There we go. To be fair, I didn't realize that if you went to the right, you'd still remember that I'm here and come back. I thought I would need to run after you. How did you dash left? Or pogo left, whatever. How did that end up going in the leftward direction, That's quite crazy. Okay, so we will have gotten an entry. Yeah, okay, so the map's been filled in. And it looks like this really doesn't go in a very far direction. Unless it has a secret, of course. Hello. I think we have a pretty decent amount of rosaries, so we would not want to lose them upon death. So, let's not. There we go, let's use our spells instead. Or skills, I think what they were called. I think it's what they were called. Hello. How much more... whatever. I don't feel like looking for you in the Hunter's Journal. I was wondering how many more of you I need to defeat, but... Oh, well, here's another. I do think that most likely the amount that is in this cave is the amount that we need for the journal. So once we've explored all of this cave, you know, we've done all of them. They might not even respawn if you rest at a bench. Oh! I thought you were going to do a funny jump at me, but instead you were about to die. Where did you just fall to? Oh. Oh, it's another spool thing. What are those called again? They might actually tell us now that we actually have another one here. Spool fragment. There we go. You'll get to hold more silk within your shell. Oh, right. After I got the thing... My goodness, I think that we got on right side of the screen. What was it? We got a new thing. Or like an upgrade. In the crests menu, I think. Build focus. There we go. Focus. I think I wanted to say this, but I didn't actually get to saying this. I think this might finally be what distinguishes the UI elements on the top left. Like... you know, the horizontal spool and then the spool that's facing us and you can see the circular bit of it. I think that might be the distinction now. So I think perhaps the top one is focus and the bottom one is like just our silk. And that's why the top one fills up when you get the bottom one filled up. And then when you use the bottom one, then the top one, you know, becomes unfilled. So I think the top one is focus, and you have focus when your entire silk meter is filled, is my current theory. And then what did that whoops. What did it say about its ability? It said something that focus does. I think it said you get more silk When you have focus maybe, or maybe you deal more damage. I'm not sure. Maybe you're faster. Something is better with focus. There we go. I'm trying to check if some sort of path leads towards this suspicious tunnel that I saw in the ceiling. But it could, of course, be that the tunnel simply isn't nearly as suspicious as I'm making it out to be. Very much could be the case. And perhaps is. Still a bit suspicious of that. I don't think I'll quite remove that marker yet. And we can't go up through here without using the elevator. Hold on. Is the guy? Okay. You are not marked on my map. Slightly unfortunate. Maybe I'll add a marker. No, well, I don't know. I will add a marker for you. Yeah, interesting that that's not marked as a vendor, but I guess they're not a vendor. They're just an interesting NPC that can give you things. Well, this needle inside, detour was certainly a lot more involved than the other one was over here. The other one was just basically a small little secret, and this was... It wasn't quite a whole new area, but it was, well, it still counted as a separate area for the map, and it had several different little secrets, which is quite interesting. I do wonder if there's then another one. Oh, yeah. The deep talks could easily lead to a secret to the left of it, I suppose. I don't know. I feel like I maybe would have found something. Oh, look, and the part of Weaver Nest Atla actually led to the marrow, which is quite interesting. So now our plan is to climb up the left side of this vertical part in Mossholm. Cool, yeah. Perhaps all of today's stream will be a little bit of exploration like this, cleaning up old things and finding some new locations in old areas, which I would be totally fine with. Because as I said, I only have a couple of hours to stream right now. So this might be what we accomplished today, which is totally fine. That is a very essential part of a game like this. Are we missing a house here? No, I think I'm going insane. That's fine. Right. Wait, so also, this little fool, or no, what are you? Little pilgrim. I wonder if you are like our elder bug in this game, in the sense that like you're this one constant who stays somewhere, and then we go to you and you will comment on how the world has changed. No, but I don't think you've had quite as much to comment on as Elderbug has. I guess this game has more NPCs to fill that role, perhaps? Who knows? Okie dokie. Okay, so we run over here, we climb up. Oh, look at that. That's like ray of sunshine. Perfectly shines through that hole and then diagonally down into this one. Quite convenient. Again, I'm not totally sure if that's actually sunlight. It might be some sort of other thing. But, well, who knows. So I believe I ran to the right already and didn't find anything here. Well, other than some cool bones to run on. Or, well, these are probably not bones. I imagine that's like bug carapace or chitin or something. But you know what I mean. Also, like, no, places in this game are called bone or like bone bottom and marrow. So no, I think we can probably call those bones. I don't know if they're like actual... Yeah, they're so large that they might actually be actual bones of larger creatures. So I take back my assertion that calling them bones was silly. I'm just trying to see if this leads me anywhere, but I think I'm just about to end up back where we've been before. That is totally fine. Just had to check. So it looks like the main aim of this area is, well, whatever this door is. Almost reminds me of like the design of the Colosseum in Hollow Knight. Who knows? I imagine there will be a Colosseum-like location in this game. Whoa! Stop throwing moss balls at me. Oh, I can't even hit them back at you? I guess they're too weak. I will rest here for a moment. Oh, well, what am I checking the map for? We haven't got such a thing for this place. Stop. Oh, wow. I think that moss ball disappeared when you died, which was very fortunate for me. And I love the way the rosaries interact with everything in the environment. Whoa! Alright, I have a magnet on. Perhaps I needn't worry about picking them up. Right, yeah, I should... Did you hear that echo? Hornet, make a noise again. Hornet, come on. Could have sworn I heard that echo throughout the caves. Perhaps I did. Perhaps it was something else echoing. Who knows? Okay. So this is just a way back up. Got it. Well, okay. Just a way back up, but has it got secrets in the walls? Oh, that was just a random piece of decoration, I think. Yep. Did I need to jump down here just then? Well, we can open this door, so that's something. Wonderful. Look at you go. Opening doors left and right. Again, very much getting Lake of Un vibes from this. Well, I'm curious about exploring that upper part, but I guess we're down here right now, so we might as well see what this place has got to offer. Whoa! What are you? Are you another chapel that will give me a new crest? Also slightly getting ancestral mound vibes, of course. Are you not a hidden wall? And are you quite sure about that? Of course, this also reminds me a bit of Howling Cliffs, but of course, slightly above us is really the place that reminds us of Howling Cliffs. Whoops! Definitely didn't mean to do that. What's... Okay, the clattering is just me running across the bony ground. Thought it might have been something else. Some other thing clattering around, but not really. Oh, ho, ho! Have you got a mossberry for me or what? Uh-oh. Not if I do that. Dang it. Now I get to run all the way back up there. Yeah, I wonder what's the deal with that one mossberry that I seemingly just dropped into spikes and it disappeared. It seemed to be placed perfectly to make it drop into spikes. And it doesn't seem like mossberries are like a replenishing resource. It seems like they're a thing that you get one time and that's that. But also, they don't seem to be like an essential collectible at this point, because we've done the quest and now it's just something that we can trade for rosaries, I think. Okay, I think I'll do this climbing bit first and then I'll go check out that entrance. So, first order of business. What's this all about? What are you? You were called like Acnid or something? Similar to Aspid? I think that's what you were called. I could be completely wrong. What was certainly completely wrong was dashing off that platform like that. Let's not do that. Oh, I just got money from up here. But was there really nothing else? Not that that would be a problem. Okay, I think the main purpose of this area then is the, I guess the mossberry, but also mainly this. Is this another chapel? Chapel of the Wanderer, there we go. So we're gonna get another quest. Which I probably will not prefer to the Hunter's Crest, but I'm curious to check it out. Okay, we can go left or right. I'll go left first. Okay, the ground? I think it's just the objects that I'm kicking around that are clattering here. Yeah, I hope so. It would be quite a shock if all of a sudden we found out that this game actually does have crumbling floors. Ooh, I think left was not... Well, okay, it was the correct direction. But it does have traps. Cool, good thing to be aware of that this chapel has traps. Was I already missing 1 HP or did that deal 2 masks? I think I probably was already missing 1 HP, or because that did not feel like... Why am I doing this? That was obviously a trap. You know, 2 mask attacks have a different impact. You can feel when you got hit by a 2 mask attack. Woo, traps everywhere. Oh, what did I say? I mean, you can see the tripwires. So I don't... Wait, right. I don't need to worry about collecting the geode. Although, I don't know. Maybe the compass isn't worth it. I think it's not too hard to collect the rosaries. Unless one of them just flies completely off the platform. But perhaps not such a great loss either. Most of the time it's not too hard to just run and pick them all up. Okay. Hello, is this their chamber of the boss fight? Or I guess maybe just a small battle? Yeah, you know what's interesting is that, like, some of these chapels have, like, not been much trouble at all. Or I think perhaps even most of them. It was just one. It was the Beast Chapel that really, like, caused a lot of trouble. It was quite a tough boss fight at that point. But then the other chapels, it's just like, oh, you fight a couple of enemies and that's that. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with all that. Yeah, so you like to roll, but I don't think you jump very much. Which is fine. We can just stay in the air. Okay, you just jumped a little bit. That's okay, though. I wish I remembered... Oh, you deal 2 mass damage, so I need to stay away from you. Oh! Or, well, from your bell, to be more precise. It would be funny if that bell, when falling off their body, could also hit you. What? What did I just do? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to heal. Or, no, I didn't mean to heal. I meant to do my thingy, my thing attack, my skill, my spell. You know what I mean, Threat Storm. Whew. Well, whatever, easy fight. And if that's the only fight in this chapel, then yeah, the Beast's Chapel really does remain as this outlier of a challenge. Oh, look at that, the path left is now a shortcut. It could be that this leads to the actual fight, of course. Because I think the Beast Chapel also had a bit of a challenge before the thing. No, but no, we are just here and we can claim it. Wrong. Wait, you don't press the button for this. I'm a fool. Now you press the button. We are binding a new crest to us. Or maybe you could go back to Eve in the Weave Nest Atla. Maybe you could go back to her wearing a different crest, and that would already be something that helps. Bound the crest of Wanderer. Cut swiftly and nimbly with short, precise strikes. To change crest, open the crest screen of the menu while resting at a bench. Now this will have automatically equipped it for me, of course. Which means I will get to test it out. Okay. Looks interesting in the UI. Okay, we'll get out of this narrow space. And then we'll test it out outside. Fortunately, there is a large open space right outside the entrance here. So we'll see what... Wait, that downswing looked a lot like just the downswing from Hollow Knight. Wow, you are just the knight from Hollow Knight. What? Oh, are you here to let me test this stuff out? Very nice of you. Wow. That would make pogos even easier, I think. Wow. But yeah, you just get to be the Hollow Knight, basically. Or, you know, the knight from Hollow Knight, rather. Ghost of Hellenist. Yeah. What? You just get a normal pogo. Huh. I think your swings have a shorter reach, though. I could be wrong about that. And they certainly don't swing in a large arc like the Reaper's Crest was like. That one had like large arcs. This one is not that at all. It's swift, precise strikes. Very interesting. But yeah, this down one isn't swift and precise. Well, it is swift, but it's certainly quite a swing. It's even wider than the one in Hollow Knight. So I feel like it would make like vertical spike pogoing even easier. Quite fascinating. And what's the dash attack like? Honestly, it doesn't even feel very different from just dashing and attacking. Oh yeah, you can dash and just keep attacking, which is interesting. I don't know when that would be useful. How fascinating. Curious. I perhaps wouldn't even mind keeping this equipped for some time, but it really does feel like this is almost too similar to Hollow Knight. I want to be Hornet. Again, with each of these crests, like I don't dislike any of the crests. I think doing a playthrough with that crest set of abilities activated would be fun. I think I'd like to do a playthrough with each crest activated. It's just that, well, you don't have them at the beginning of the game. So like I feel like if, you know, whenever a rando comes out, I would like to do a rando with each one activated from the start of the game separately, of course. I mean, so like one rando with one crest, one rando with another, just to see what that feels like. But yes, currently I think I will switch back to my previous crest, sorry. But yeah, Wanderer. So far my preference I think would be Hunter, Wanderer, Reaper, and Beast. And Wanderer is quite similar to Hunter, I think. Or at least it feels very familiar. Yeah, it's pretty similar. It's got like smaller swings. Yeah. Pogoing would be easier with Wanderer, which is kind of why I don't want it on. And in other ways it's quite similar. Now you, yeah. I guess you do still keep dashing after this attack. But it does sort of interrupt your speed in a way. Wanderer, just you swing and you keep going, you swing and you keep going. Very interesting. Cool, so we're up to 4 crests now. That's pretty awesome. And we bought a simple key, didn't we? I think I did. Yeah, we bought everything from that shopkeeper over there. Pen? No, something like that. Their name was similar. Oh, what? Now we can't climb up this? Surely that's a problem we can overcome with a little bit of clever jumping. No? Are we quite certain? We just need to go through this room now? Huh, okay. I mean, well, okay, it's not quite whatever. It's quite a journey to run through here. Was there maybe no way to climb further up there? Oh, what are you? Oh, you're all just here to make me test my abilities, aren't you? To allow me to play around with my new crest. I'm sorry, Team Cherry, I want to play as Hornet. Which, I mean, we're playing as Hornet anyway, but I want to play with the Hunter's Crest. We'll try the other crest some other time. Or, you know. Whatever. Whatever. I like this. This move right here, I like it. It makes pogoing a bit trickier, and I want to get good at that. Okay, so that climb actually doesn't help at all. if we want to use our wall jump to climb, it's not this section that we need to climb up on. Which means, yeah, the door being open doesn't really cause any trouble at all. Because there's no reason for you to go over there anymore. Someday I'm gonna get on the roof of that elevator while it's raising up. I mean, okay, I guess I could do it by having the elevator be down and then me being up here. And then calling the elevator up. But that's not what I mean. That would just feel pointless, wouldn't it? Okay, so we're gonna go up. Oh yeah, hold on. Something about the wall thing that I, like, you know, of course I spotted this dash thing. And I don't think I ever commented on the fact that if you dash, like, above here, you do a jump like that. Almost like you had just done a ledge grab. But it does seem to give you about the same amount of height as a normal jump. So it's not like you could get extra height with this. Unless there's just, I guess, no ground to stand down up here. But I don't think that's going to be the case in the game. But I feel like it could be in a modded level or something. Where you don't have ground, but then you need to do this thing to get extra height. Anyway. Yeah, like, it's... I'm trying to figure out, like, if this ground were covered in non-pokeable spikes, and you needed to get height from here, from this wall, then that would be quite a cool thing. But yeah, I think the purpose of this currently in-game is just to make it so that, like, movement feels less annoying. You can just get over a ledge like this. In lots of different ways you can get over a ledge. We also saw earlier that if you, like... If there's a slightly high ledge and you just run into it, Hornet just clambers up onto it without you needing to worry about anything too much. So, isn't that neat? Now... Can I climb this big vertical thing? Not quite. I think maybe my plan has been foiled then. Maybe what I should be doing... or maybe what I should have done is I should have dropped down here. Well, no, I couldn't have. Because, yeah, we saw the upper part of this before. And I believe there was something that I could have dropped down, and maybe that would have let me, like, above here to open this lever. I mean, it almost certainly would have, right? But the issue with that is that I don't think I had wall jump back then, and I couldn't have gone back up, that means. So I was hesitant to do so. Now, we have a simple key, which this thing needs. That's one of, like, 3 places that we found that need a simple key. And I am unsure if we want to use it here. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. I think I'll leave it for now. We know that it's here, and it's, like, right near a very convenient spot to get to. Like, we just warped to, what is it called? Bone Bottom. We just warped to Bone Bottom, and then we're up here, and we can use it whenever we want. And maybe that's a mistake. Maybe that thing would give me, like, the most awesome item in the whole game that I would definitely want to have right now. But, well, so could the other simple key doors. Which I, at the moment, don't even remember where they are. Oh, maybe we should go visit the Forge Daughter. How much money do I have? Not too much, really. And I don't know that I necessarily want anything from the Forge Daughter. Let's look at simple key locations. I've written down 2, apparently. Below Forge Daughter in Deep Docks. I see. That's probably also a locked path. Yeah, okay. So it's here. And that's how we would connect these 2 up. I see. Well, good to know, I suppose. What's this about? I feel like I almost definitely must have connected this up today. But maybe I am wrong. That might also be a room that I, you know, another dead-end room that I just didn't see anything in. Okay, well that's okay. And I guess that means my plan of climbing up to Shellwood didn't work out, but that's fine. We can simply travel to Shellwood using our good old friend the Bell Beast. Yeah, so I think the plan is that we'll run around in Shellwood for a bit. And that will conclude our wrap-up for now. In terms of, like, you know, running back and doing things. And then I think I might have to end stream. Okay, well, not that soon, actually. Let's say I'll go for, like, maybe about an hour still. Maybe a bit less. That should give us enough time to run around Shellwood. And then next time we stream, which might be today evening if I have time. Then we will start heading back. You know, we'll head left and up. And we will continue progressing towards the Citadel. We've already, like, been to the left of here a bit. But we don't have the map for it. Because we didn't have wall jump at that time. So, we are here now. What our goal is... we're looking for at least 2 quests in here. We're looking for... Not Pinmaster's Oil, that's not here. Missing Courier, we're looking for Tip. And we are looking for the last Polyp Flower. Silver bells in the bell vein tunnels above and below Bellheart. Okay, that's a separate quest. We're not doing that. Well, I mean, we might do that if we have time. Craig in the halfway home in Greymore. Right, we also might want to do that. Yeah, I think to... Whoops, didn't mean to heal right now. Did you get excited from that, or are you just, like, excited in general? So, where might I have missed a purple flower? I guess all of Shellwood isn't that large. I know last time, like, after I got the claw, or clink grab, whatever. Right after I got it, I, like, ran around Bell Bottom confused for a while, because I was trying to figure out what places I had been, and what places I hadn't, and, like, what places I might be able to do something new in with the wall jump. And also, I was, like, trying to listen to what Board Guy was saying at the same time. So that was, slightly confusing, but like overall, if you look at Shellwood, it's a fairly straightforward map. It's got like some connections that weave around, but we should be able to cover this pretty easily. What's up here? Anything? No. So my point is, the last purple flower surely won't be able to elude us for long. Now this leads back to this, like, yeah, this is the bridge. This is what we crossed across and explored to the left for a bit. And we found the equivalent of the Howling Wastes, basically. Now, where have you all put the precious purple flowers that I desire? Or, well, that another person desires, and I am inclined to help. Now, when I went through this area last time, I wonder if I had... Like, what crest did I have on? Did I go through this with the Reaper's crest? Because in that case, this is going to be a different experience in a fun way. Oh, you are just napping here, aren't you? You little pilgrim. I have one just like you. Back at Bone Bottom. But one who is slightly less angry at me, I would say. Okay. Well, that was a horrible failure of a fight. Very suspicious of these walls. I imagine spikes aren't going to be hiding walls, right? They never did in Hollow Knight, as far as I know. But who knows? This isn't exactly Hollow Knight. A lot of your instincts from Hollow Knight do still apply to this game. Like, if you feel at home in Hollow Knight, this place, like, Silksong in a lot of ways will feel familiar. You will feel on top of things. Even if you will, you know, struggle with a boss fight every once in a while. Or at least that's been the case for me. But that still doesn't necessarily mean that everything has to work the same way as it did in Hollow Knight. Some assumptions might not hold true. Shellwood. That's where we already were. That's where we are. This is what's happening. Okay, so up, like this, yeah, okay, this upper part is where we got to after we got the wall jump. That's right. What's this? Why is it? Oh, track. That's where Tip went. Wait, Tip went left? Alright, whatever. That's where Tip went. Did I ever... We've never found any secrets in one of these bench areas. I wonder if we ever will. So you're actually not in Shellwood even anymore. I'm assuming we're tracking Tip, which I don't see who else we could be tracking around here. Okay, let's continue the trail. You are going up. Good thing I didn't leap down. Oh, well. Maybe it's not such a good thing. Okay. You go left from here. And then you go down. Tip, how did you even end up here? Were you just trying to escape from Shellwood because it had all these awful bugs? Oh, I think I hear you, Tip. Oh, you're not going insane, are you? Uh-oh. You're not being haunted. Oh, no, you're just being bullied. That's fine. That's fine. Totally fine. We can take care of that. I don't know that I could help you if you were being haunted, though. We already did our best for the denizens of Velhart. Hello. You look cute. Courier Tip. Oh my god, your voice. Oh my god, I love you. You're awesome. Hello. Hello, Tip. And your green really stands out in this environment. I guess my red does as well. Pinkish red, whatever. I'm just gonna talk to Tip. Oh, those horrible beastie beasts are gone. Much and many thanks for you, mighty warrior. Do we have to escort you back, or is this one rescue enough? It was a simple thing, small bug. I assume you are Tip, the courier? Frey, the Belhart trader, seemed concerned for your safety, and for the cargo you carry. Quite a large backpack you've got there. She sent you? Bah, she needs to learn a little patience. Is barely been away, but still, is lucky for me you came. My missing courier, wish granted. Okay, that's all we need. I thought we might need to escort them all the way back through Shellwood, which maybe I wouldn't have minded, depending on how it goes. Well, I must be off now. That old grubbly grab in the bell will come after me herself if she not get her goods. Man, it's awesome that these bugs just fly. They fly. Can you imagine it? The NPCs that you talk to and then they fly away? That's not a thing that ever happened in Hollow Knight. Surely I can climb up this. Yeah, there we go. I would like to see a fully vertical spike wall just to see how well you can manage that with this down attack. But now that we know that there's a moveset, there's the Wondrous Crest that basically makes you move exactly like the Knight in Hollow Knight. Then, well... I don't think it's really gonna be an issue. Like, if such a section shows up and it turns out that we can't use this attack, then we can simply swap our crest. What did I just hear? Oh no, it's just these again. Those cards keep making me think that I'm hearing some other kind of noise. I still wonder about that rhinoceros beetle, which is what this card reminded me of. Like, will we ever find that rhinoceros beetle again? Whoops. I am losing horribly. Let's stop that sort of thing. Oh, right, but our magnet thing doesn't pick up the bone fragments because, well, obviously they're not metallic, I guess. Oh! Yeah, because this one isn't like Gathering Swarm where there are like bugs that are picking up. This is actually like a typical magnet item. I mean, functionally they're essentially the same, but in terms of what it means inside the world, I guess it's different. Because Geo, even though Geo probably is metallic, right? That's not being picked up by using a magnet. Geo is being picked up by small little bugs that love to gather things up for you. So here we have that like rosary bead flail enemy, flail or whip enemy. That was pretty cool. Are you back? You are not back. You've got other random enemies showing up now. That's fine. Whoa, I should not be jumping into funny bells. Funny sound effects that you make here. Oh, I need to run away because that bell's gonna kill me. Well, now anything's gonna kill me. But that bell does 2 damage, so it would have killed me even when I had 1 HP. Well, this sure is a room that I'm in now. Doesn't seem to be providing any purple flowers for me, though. Crinkly crink, we're smashing all the walls. Hold on. I wish to check up here. No, we're good. Now this vertical part, I assume I've checked this. Now this right here, that's the one who wants the purple flowers. So we won't go there immediately. I think I will, what, go up this vertical shaft, explore the little bit that goes to the right over here. Then maybe we'll explore these again, even though I feel like I ran through there quite thoroughly. Yeah, then we'll explore this whole upper part, I think. Then we'll come down here. Through this shaft. We'll explore this. We'll explore this. Actually, okay, I guess I should explore this first, and then we'll explore this and this. I think that sounds like a plan. I don't know why I'm preferring that plan. I guess because, like, if I find it up here, then I'd have to come back down here anyway. To actually give the flower away. Now, what's also possible, conceivable, something that I could imagine happening, is that the flower isn't like actually in Shellwood, but it's like somewhere nearby, or it's like you enter Shellwood from another area, like there's a secret path that leads up here and then you end up in Shellwood and that's where you get the flower. I don't know if any of the flowers had that happen, but I could imagine that being the case. Also, look at this place. It just looks so gorgeous. Look at all this stuff flying around in the air, and look at those spikes, and look at these. Like, just look at this tiny section of screen, like right in front of me. Doesn't it just look beautiful? Like, just in this foreground. Those like little bug shells that I guess that are left over here. Like, it's just, I don't know. It looks incredible. Absolutely incredible is what this game looks like. Why am I fleeing? I don't know. I do not need to flee from you. I could simply stay up here, I think. Whoops. Just don't jump into that. I like the way that cloud of spores looks, though. It looks like the Hollow Knight spore clouds, but also very different. It's got this like sort of a glimmering effect to it, I guess. I don't know. It just looks slightly different. And it looks quite nice. I guess everything that looks different, I will think that looks nice. No, not necessarily. It's just, I don't know. Everything about this game looks like it belongs right at home in Hollow Knight, and it just also feels enhanced in a lot of ways. I don't know. I'm very interested to know how playing Hollow Knight will feel after this. Because, like, obviously I'm not going to stop playing Hollow Knight. There's, there's still, randos to do, of course, always. And I haven't done Radiance of all of the bosses in the Pale Court mod. And in Vanilla, the one thing that I haven't done is I haven't done P5 hitless, and I haven't done P5 with all bindings. So I should do that eventually also. So, like, I'm not going to stop playing Hollow Knight. Well, I don't know. Maybe P5 hitless is too tall of an order for me. But that's a thing that I haven't done. But of course, I imagine for the next quite a while, I will be instead completing things in Silksong. So who knows if P5 hitless will ever be a thing that I have time to try now. I'm sure we will be playing Silksong and then playing Silksong again from the beginning, probably. Not unlikely at all. Okay, so I have now ascended up the left part of this. I think I've probably... Yeah, okay, I remember exploring this right part. I think this is like right when Board woke up and hopped on call. Yesterday, because I was still adjusting to trying to like play an area while talking with Board about a completely different thing. I do believe we got something down here already. So I needn't worry about what might be hiding from me here. Well, that's not necessarily... Like, that doesn't necessarily mean that, of course. Just because you got something already doesn't mean there couldn't be something else. Now, these guys, they remind me of... what are they called? Golkas, I think, in Hollow Knight? Or is it... it's not Gronk. No, something like that. They're in Green Path and they're like... No, Sporg. They're also, like, hiding in a wall and they shoot, like, pellets at you. It's interesting how you can, like, hit the goop that these guys shoot. But then it just slightly changes its trajectory. But it overall goes in the same direction still, basically. That's quite interesting. Oh, and this was the area that I thought felt very similar to the part where you get Thorns of Agony. I think we got a flower from here, maybe? Already? I could be wrong. Dang. Pogoing is really way more difficult with this crest. But again, that is why I want it on. I want the Pogoing to feel different. I want to try to get good at this version of Pogoing. Ooh, new Hunter's Journal entry. Fascia. Right, it disguises as a flower, quite a beautiful creature. In my own kingdom's court, it would have been highly favored as an ornamental pet. Now that's interesting. Hornet's commenting on her own kingdom's court, which is, I mean, that must be referring to Hallownest, right? They're not referring to Deepnest. That makes no sense. They're referring to Hallownest, but Hornet wouldn't have been, like, no. Maybe Hornet would, yeah, I guess Hornet might have seen the end days of Hallownest. Yeah, I guess Hornet's pretty old. Because Hornet is the offspring of the Pale King and Hera the Beast. Like, I don't know if Hornet ever got to know Hera. Maybe she did. Maybe they had a little bit of time together until Hera actually became a dreamer. But yeah, then Hornet was born. Now the thing is that these are bugs, so like, you know, bugs might get born from eggs or whatever. They don't necessarily need to ever see their parents. But I don't know. I guess Hornet could have, or at least she could have been around, or probably was around, for the, like, ending days of Hallownest. She would have seen it fall into ruin. I don't think I've ever quite appreciated that. Yeah, so she would probably know some things about Hallownest court, and her being royalty. Well, I don't know. Where would Hornet have grown up? I think she grew up in Beaver's Den, actually, but it's not impossible that she was, like, permitted to visit Hallownest's court. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, of course, the reason Hornet is commenting on this is that this is sort of like a fancy ornamental creature, and it's like its color palette is quite in line with White Palace and all of that imagery there. Quite interesting. Okay, I should not be falling into spikes quite like that. Aw, that still hit me. Wait, does that also deal 2 masks? Is that what just happened to me there? That's what it felt like. I was in, like, you know, it did 2 ticks to me, or, like, you know, I was in it for 2 hits of damage, but still. The end result is I lost 2 masks from that, I think. There we go. Whoops. Horrible, terrible, no good pogo move. Is what that was, is what I just pulled off. Uh-oh. And just look at the background. Like, it's just, I guess it's nothing very dang it. There's nothing, like, very special going on in the background, but even that simple background, it just looks so nice. It looks so polished. It looks incredible. So we are running past the stack station. The stack station could, of course, also hide a secret. But maybe the secret was simply the, you know, the path from the left that was blocked previously. Who knows? It's just that a lot of stack stations have contained secrets. It would perhaps be a bit surprising if this one didn't, but again, maybe we already found that secret. Here we go. I think I need to stop... Dang it. I jumped too high. I think I need to stop gliding in order to actually ledge grab. I'm pretty sure that's how this stuff works. You are hilarious for putting that ceiling there. Right, so this is still the same room. Yeah, that sure does deal 2 masks. Okay. I guess I'm alive from that, after that. Whatever. Oh, I mean, I'll take it. My goodness. That was pretty scary. I still haven't gotten my thing back. But yeah, I need to be careful with the ceiling here. I should probably just try to push you into spikes. Never mind, you are already dead. Works for me. There we go. This was not so hard. And yeah, as I thought, we already got everything here. As far as I can tell. That was my impression last time I was here as well. But, you know, since we're running through this whole area, couldn't hurt to double check, I think. Man, yeah, this Pogo, like, I think it just feels very fun. Like, it feels very in line with the sort of movement that this game is supposed to feature. Like lethal acrobatic action where you're like moving and your pogos also have a horizontal component and they need precision. So that's why I like this specific move more than the other pogos in this game. Even if they would be easier. I prefer this. So we've got like the top left part and then the upper part. I think I will check out this tunnel and then I will come back and explore this like left top part. Right? I remember you. I think we got a purple thing from here already. Well, I'm having a skill issue. I almost definitely did this challenge. Hold on, actually, I want to try this without the glide. I almost definitely did this challenge without... Oh, what am I saying? I almost definitely did this challenge without my current crest. My goodness, brain absolutely stopped functioning. I almost definitely did this with the Reaper's crest. And I had that like big old swing underneath me. Because, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I had that on in this area. Why? Okay. I did that jump sometimes, and then sometimes I don't reach, which is quite interesting. Well, anyway, we can get up here without the glide. That's nice. Not that it matters in the slightest, of course. Not right now, anyway. Not while we're not doing randos of this game. Okay, we're getting stick bite, lol. Yeah, so here's that bench that we used to run to the boss. Well, as I said, I wanted to check this tunnel out, and then I run left. This kind of reminds me of Forgotten Crossroads, how you have like these two... you know, you have these like two vertical parts on the left and right side, and then in the middle there are like several tunnels connecting them. Though, of course, this is quite different. The layout isn't... Well, no, I don't know. I still think it's quite similar to Forgotten Crossroads. So now we can climb this. Wait, what's that? That's just what we were... I remember running up there. I remember being up there. I think I need not worry about that too much. But I do think this one, like this big room that I'm in currently, it could easily be hiding something in like one of its lower parts that I just missed. Yeah, like what's this? Did I get this flower ever? Apparently I did, assuming that this is where it was. Okay, just to be very thorough, I drop down here. Like, what's this about? Can I play my needle in here? Okay, you can reveal lore with the needle in. Sister Spider, husk bound to branch. Watch over these bugs, passing safe, warded by fear, no longer your meal. Sister Spider, referring to the same creature, husk bound to branch. Watch over these bugs, passing safe, warded by fear, no longer your meal. Warded by fear, as in they are protected by the fear that they have of you? But then they're saying you should watch over them as they pass by safe, no longer your meal. I don't quite know what to think of this. Like, does this relate to that boss that we fought? The stick bug boss? Sister something? Sister Splinter? I don't know. Lore revealed by Needlin in Shellwood. Sister Spider, husk bound to branch. Watch over these bugs, passing safe, warded by fear, no longer your meal. Curious. That's neat. So now we know that if we see things like that, we can play our needle in at them. But also, since this looked quite similar to those benches, or like the tall benches, I mean. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, I'll finish my first sentence. Yeah, since these look quite similar to the tall benches, at least slightly. I don't know. The shape is a bit reminiscent of them. And I guess the fact that there are like 3 little sections here. Maybe we should try playing the needle in at a tall bench. But also, then the other thing that I said, I don't think I ever like appreciated the joke that like the benches that you pay money to unlock in Hollow Knight are called tall benches. I don't know if officially in the game, but certainly by the fandom. And now we have like a similar thing where you have benches that you pay to open. But because of the theme of the bells in this game, toll takes on like an extra meaning. There's an extra aspect to calling them toll benches, which I find neat, and I hadn't appreciated that before. Or maybe if I had, I forgot. I don't know. Okay, so this is where we still need to check that tunnel. Got it. I think first of all I will check this left part though. My swing doesn't even hit you. Yeah, I think I must have had the Reaper swing here, because I swear I remember being able to hit you from down there. Galia. The false mask alone is frightening enough to scare away smaller pests. Yeah, that is a pretty spooky mask. At least we can hit it after they die and then it gets destroyed. Have I been in that, like, right part here? I probably have, but... Oh! Might be worth a check. That Galia actually got me. I didn't realize that was an enemy. You do look quite flower-like when you're in your camouflage state. I have missed my pogo. How incredible. Where did I even get my Reaper? Like, where was the Chapel of the Reaper, I wonder? I don't think I remember where it was on the map. I just wonder if it's something you could have missed or not. Like, how unusual was it that I had it as I was running through here? I'm not sure. I know it's probably quite unusual. Well, okay, now it's not, because now you have wall jump, so you could go get the, like, spinny move that we got up here and do that boss fight. But having it at the point that I did, that would certainly be unusual, I think. I should, because you know that bug that we found with the spinny boomerang thing? Whoops. This. Like, I wonder if I should send that clip to Team Cherry so that they know the bug exists. I imagine they have some sort of place where you could send things like that. But you know what's, like, it's just funny, because I wonder if they'll be, like, surprised that I appear to be going through that area the first time and have that already. But also, I guess the clip might not have enough context to even imply that I'm going through the area the first time. So this is just this little side room, which of course doesn't mean that it can't have the flower for us. Can I go in there? No. We're just exploring all of Shellwood again. And hopefully this will end up being a thorough enough exploration that we won't feel the need to check this place again, but who knows. I could easily miss something, like that needle-in thing. I could have easily run past it, so... Even when I feel like I've explored things quite thoroughly, that could be a very false feeling. Completely inaccurate is what it could be. I don't know if I ever killed all of these, whatever you're called. Wait, you're not... Are you the Galia? Who's called Galia? Wait, you are Galia. What's the other one called? Fascia, sorry. Yeah, the Fascia is what tricked me before. But yeah, I don't know if I killed both of these before. So I'm just wondering... Oh! If they might have been hiding a secret. And we are here precisely for that reason, to double check things. Well, we're not here just to double check things for fun. I feel like I must have gotten this. Also, I shouldn't have killed that Fascia, because I could have used it to get back up. Oh well. It's not like the run back takes a while. Oh! Wait, yeah, I could just get straight up from here, because I have the wall jump. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee. Right, yeah, okay. So I think this room is good, unless... Secret up here? No? Okay, I think we're good. Yes, it's pretty nice, like, having played Hollow Knight, so that you have a very good sense of what sort of secrets Team Cherry likes to hide. I think that one down there is just the Fascia that tricked me before, but just in case. Yeah, well, there we go. That is confirmed now, and I can quickly run back up through here. No, why is that crumbling? Okay, it's just this bit of debris over here. Can I get up there? Maybe if I lured the Fascia over. So this is the moment where we got the wall jump. That's right. I don't know, I think this room doesn't have a purple flower. Could be wrong. But I'm somewhat confident in that. Did I ever check that upward tunnel? I don't think I did, so we'll also have to do that. But we can wrap around there. Oh, apparently I do need to heal, but I pressed that button by accident. I must have been up there. I remember being up there, in fact. Yeah, it was quite hard. I remember like running through this area and trying to keep track of what I had seen and what I hadn't, and where I had been while trying to pay attention to my conversation with Board Guy. That was a bit tricky. So if I missed something in one of these, I wouldn't be surprised. But but to me, it seems I more just spent time running around the same place that I knew I had already been, just to make sure I hadn't missed anything, rather than, you know, running past places that I shouldn't have run past. So I think if anything, I explored this too thoroughly, if such a thing is even possible. Hold on, I'm gonna die to these silly little enemies. I think I was also kind of struggling with them here previously, which is funny. But it's happened again. Whoops. Stop it. I need to get a heal in, which I now have enough silk for. Just stop. I would like for you to be dead. Stop it! I'm not going to die to a gnat. Are you kidding me? Why? Why? Okay, thank you. Oh, and a new entry. Wood wasp. Destroying... sorry, you're not a gnat. There was some other enemy. Destroying the hives will limit their presence in the wood. Useful to me now as I pass her along the branches. Dangerous in time for the wood's order. Right, useful for me as in we can poke on them? Right. Even a small disruption can tip a fragile balance. Oh, no, useful destroying... It's useful to destroy the hives right now. But dangerous because you're upsetting the ecosystem. This is not a secret, apparently. Alright. It really felt like it might be. But then it seems like it is not. What, really? Huh, I guess you can't wall jump back up there. Well, I'm gonna hope that that didn't have a secret. And it looks like we already got a purple flower from here. I almost feel like I should have started marking down where I got the purple flowers on my map, so that I would know that, like, okay, this place has a pretty high concentration of purple flowers that we got already, so we should instead explore this bit of the map where it doesn't seem like we got any purple flowers from. But, well, hopefully we'll manage without it. I would like to get a bench soon. We need to explore this tunnel to the left. I guess I don't want a bench, I just want to heal. So this tunnel to the left. What did this have? Did I ever run through here? Oh, this was where the boss was. Right, so we went left to the boss. That's what we did. And now we are back in this room. And yes, we had been in this little crevice. That is good. Everything is clear. Sister Splinter is murdered. Nu is gone from here. Oh, do we think Nu might be at the Widow's corpse now? Is that something that we think? I guess I could go right and to that bench, but then... Oh, I need to get back up from the corpse too, though. I guess that wouldn't be tricky. I could finish exploring this current room. Uh-oh. That could have ended poorly. Whatever, we can get up from here. I remember this room well. Well enough to know that we can get back up from here. Okay, so there we go. That's this room. I will explore that vertical room to the left of us after we come back from Bellheart, I think. Because, yeah, I think I will pass through the... Oh, you can't wall jump on these. Okay. I think I will pass through the Widow's boss chamber and see if they've got anything for us in there. Well, anything. By anything, I mean Nu. And speaking of Nu, I guess I could... Yeah, I need to try to remember to visit Craig also. Whoops, I tried to crystal dash. That's not a thing that we can do. Oh, I found a secret here. I remember that. Ouch. Things are getting a bit risky. Yeah, because even in order to get to... Get to whom? Get to the boss chamber. I think I need to pass through some bell tunnels that are slightly dangerous. Yes. And my bench currently is not the closest one to this. So I think, actually, instead of going to Bellheart and coming back, I will go straight to this bench that's to the left of us. Okay, here should be a gap to drop through. Wonderful. Now, have I explored this room thoroughly? Well, okay, before I worry about that... Uh-oh. Oh my god, that was close. Almost died right next to the bench. Whew. Fortunately, I am trapped in the Mario Maker trap again. Let me out. What a despicable elevator. I do wonder if this was intention. Like, did they know? Surely this must have happened to other people when playtesting. The Weaver isn't exactly the easiest boss. So, surely other people would have been sitting at this bench and running back and then getting trapped in the elevator and getting angry at it. So I think this must be a fully intentional choice, which is hilarious. I love it. So, we will explore this vertical room thoroughly. Well, as thoroughly as I can. Okay, we're up here now. But I believe I found a lot of things in this room already, so... Or, I don't know. I feel like I spent a lot of time running around this room. It's pretty nice of these enemies to not explode after they die. I would sort of expect them to do that. Even pretty early game enemies in Hollow Knight do that sort of thing. Like the moss creatures in Green Path, for example. Well, I guess all the creatures in Green Path are moss creatures except for freaking Hornet. No, actually, that's not true. You've got like Alubas and something. And Shio. Alright, so we're running through here and here and here and here. Whoa! That's a bush that apparently is insignificant. Now, I'll check out the bottom parts of this room also, although, again, I remember quite well what these held for us. Yeah, we fought... I think this is where we first encountered the stick bugs. This is where we first got stick bugged. So again, oh! The elevator almost got me again. That's so funny. Oh, I have to check Board Guy's stream to see if he had the same issue. That's gonna... Oh man, I can't wait to see that. Because Board, I believe, has already... You know, like Board's stream... after Board ended stream last time and was gone for like a couple of hours, he started another stream, which I didn't get to watch because I was asleep. But Board, I believe, did also beat the Widow. And is like basically at the same point of the game that we were at the start of the stream. Although, given that I haven't made any story progress today, I guess Board would still be... I guess we're still at around the same point in the game. Despite me being more hours into it now. So... What about you? You also had a purple flower for me. So I think there's not much reason for me to explore this room further. Other than, of course, checking out the Widow's boss chamber. No. Have you... Wait, hold on. Is that a breakable wall? Okay, no, it's not a breakable wall. No? No, because the boss chamber even turned into like a bell chamber with a bench. Okay, so Nu did not show up here. Maybe Nu will show up for like less important bosses. Like Sister Splinter. Not Sister Sibling. That's redundant. A redundant phrase! A redundant... Is that what... Would you call that a phrase? What do you call that? I called it a phrase just then. Was that correct? There we go. Oh, surely I can get up there. Are you kidding me? If you tell me I can't get up there, I... will be very surprised. Surely I can, like, do a jump, then dash and wall jump? No, you can't wall jump there. Well... Then perhaps you can't. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure you can just get up there from the left side. Yeah, you can. So this is a convenient path to run down, simply. But quite simply, that is what this is. So now I run down to the bench, and then... First of all, we go right, and then we go left. And if we haven't found the purple flower by then... Well, then I truly don't know what to think. This room... and the room to the left of us are basically our only hope. Oh, but up here. Hang on a minute. Have I been up here? I don't think so. This requires the wall jump too. There we go. So perhaps this is like one of the few rooms that I didn't thoroughly explore after I got the wall jump. Which would make sense, I suppose. In any case, clearly we didn't explore this section. There we go, and the color is different, so that indicates that we got all we needed for the wish. There we go. This room was our last hope, and it did come through. Our wish fulfilled, or, well, we can now fulfill another person's wish, which was our wish. Wonderful. This would have also had a purple thing, I think. No? Probably. I don't know. In any case, I think it's quite clear that I already was in there. Now, was there... Oops. Is there anything else that I could have wall jumped on here? I remember this room. This was quite a winding room to explore on its own already. I can certainly understand that, how I didn't particularly feel inclined to run through it just because I got a wall jump. But of course, that's perhaps precisely the reason I should have done so. I don't remember what this room... Oh, wait, no. This is that yellow room. That's right. Interesting that that's considered part of the Haunted Bell Heart, but I guess it literally is inside the wall of bells. So yes, it is part of the bell area. you can certainly see why that would be so. Okay, so on the left side here, I don't think there was anything too important. Maybe I should investigate, which is, I suppose, what I'm trying to do at the moment. Oh, come on! Why can't you stay at a perfect position for me to hit you? Thank you. That's quite nice. Now my magnet should bring that stuff back to me. Yeah, look at it go. It does still behave quite a lot like Gathering Swarm and less like a magnet, you know? Because I feel like a magnet would be less convenient, because that means that, you know, those things that fell off, I surely wouldn't be able to attract them from this far away. So even though its name is a magnet or something of the sort, it's fortunately similarly convenient to Gathering Swarm. Now, what is this marker? Why have I placed this here? What was I so suspicious of that I thought it needed a marker in this part of the room? Is it that I thought I could go under here? I think... Well, open the map, please. Thank you. I think I'll remove that. I'm not sure what I was so suspicious of, but it's... suspicion has vanished now. It is no longer with us. Well, so just... I know we already got the purple flower, but just because we've been exploring the rest of this area so thoroughly... Well, ouch, I just jumped right into that. Yeah, simply because we've been exploring the rest of this... Ouch, rest of this area so thoroughly. Whoops. I will explore this room as well. Because, well, that way we can say we explored all of Shellwood again. Quite thoroughly. Oh, look, new entry. Pond Skipper. The way they skate along the water surface is so elegant. Surely it's a skill that can be learned. When time permits, I should attempt the task. Wait, what did that? Skate along the water surface. I don't think that we ever saw Hornet do that, right? But hey, maybe we will learn that. Like if we dash across the water at full speed, we could skate across its surface. I could see that happening. Okay, I can't jump on that wall, I think. Yeah, and I remember that little nook on the right that just kind of catches you in a convenient manner if you happen to fall. I think that's all the purpose we could ascribe to that. Yeah, here was our first purple flower, I believe. I should heal. Well, I'm not even gonna bother going up there. We know that we got a thing from there. And also, we already have all the purple flowers. So, this is good. I say we already have all the purple flowers, but I guess technically, you know, with the moss berries, we can keep collecting them after the quest ended. We are able to do that. Oh! Maybe that arena wasn't the first place we saw stick bugs. Or maybe it was. Maybe we weren't able to get up here before we did that fight. Okay. Don't think I can get up there. Wait. Do I not have a path from the bench to here? Or is that via the... Oh! The wasp path. Wow, that was a... That went very well. I didn't intentionally dash up on the wall, but that happened to be the perfect, like the exact thing that we needed. Oh, yeah, it looks like I might want to go back to that bench and open up a path to this room, because it looks like currently some sort of thing is blocked off or not opened yet. Well, that's fine. First of all, we'll go and finish this quest, which is still slightly above us. It really does feel like we're quite upgraded now. We have an extra bit of health and we have our nails. Hello, Simply Scott. Welcome in. Good to see you. Have you been playing Silksong? I am, well, okay, I have no idea how far I am into the game, but well, you can see that I'm 17 plus hours in. So I doubt many people have gotten quite this far yet. What's the verdict so far? Hold on, yeah, I'll pause, just so you see even less. Thoroughly enjoy this. It's similar to Hollow Knight in all the right ways, but it's also like enhanced and different in all the right ways. I can't, like, every once in a while I just have to stop and gush over how gorgeous everything is, and it feels good. It feels different, and it feels good. I don't know. You haven't Silksonged yet, you have bought it, we'll play at some point. Yeah, absolutely recommend. As in, I mean, it is to be expected given how much I love Hollow Knight. But yeah, Silksong is absolutely incredible. I played it, well, it came out, and then it took me like 2.5 hours to buy it because Steam was broken, and well, apparently other platforms were also broken. And then I played it for I streamed it for 4 hours that day, and then I went to sleep, and then I woke up, and then Board was streaming at that point. He hadn't gone to sleep yet, it was pretty late for him, and then we talked for 2.5 hours about Silksong. And then Board went to sleep, and then I streamed for 12 hours yesterday. I had taken yesterday off work for Silksong. And today I don't have quite as much to stream. I should be ending this stream somewhat soon, actually. But yeah, I'll play for a couple hours today also. But yeah, you heard the difficulty is a good bit harder? Yes, absolutely. I heard some people say that, like, theoretically, it should be fine if people play Silksong first, and if they haven't played Hollow Knight, and I guess, sure, like, you don't need to know about stuff that happens in Hollow Knight, but my goodness, if this is your first Hollow Knight-like game, I could say Metroidvania, but I don't know. I feel like Hollow Knight is sort of a subgenre. Like, there are certain differences. I don't know. My point is, if this is the first game of its kind, you are going to be in for a rough time. I don't know. Like, I have been having a pretty okay time because I have played Hollow Knight so much, so I feel right at home in a lot of ways. But, yeah, I would say getting into this is going to be way harder than it is to get into Hollow Knight if you're inexperienced. This feels like a perfect continuation to Hollow Knight in that sense, because, like, if you played Hollow Knight, you're probably going to want more of a challenge, and, like, yeah, it is probably going to feel quite welcome to you, the way that this game is harder. You might hold off a little to see if there'll be any balance patches then. Interesting. Yeah, because I know in Hollow Knight they, like, did do balance patches. I know Traitor Lord used to be quite different. I don't know. I haven't encountered anything that I felt would need balance patches. I think the difficulty is sort of just inherent to the game. I don't know. Like, maybe you could tweak some sort of things, but I'm not sure. You were not very good at Hollow Knight. Well, you can give Silksong a shot. And I know Hollow Knight had a mod that could make it easier for people, so maybe Silksong will get something like that too. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's sort of the thing, that, like, with games like Hollow Knight and Silksong, the difficulty is sort of part of the experience, but you do still want people who, like, can't or don't want to deal with the challenge. You still would like to get them, you know, you would like for them to still enjoy what they can enjoy without having to deal with that difficulty, so I'm not sure. It's sort of like, that's sort of a whole separate discussion in gaming. People talk about, like, oh, should games have difficulty settings? And you'll get a lot of people saying that, like, oh yeah, you want to have that for accessibility. And I, you know, to an extent, I absolutely agree with that argument. Not everyone needs to be, like, incredibly good at video games to get to enjoy what they have to offer. But then you have people saying that, like, you know, for some games, it's just sort of an integral part of the experience. Like, Dark Souls doesn't have difficulty settings, but Dark Souls and similar games, they have... like, you have different approaches that you can take to the game, different builds maybe, or, like, different playstyles, and that can make the game easier or harder. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. You're looking forward to playing it regardless? Yeah. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like, it feels so good, it looks so good, it sounds so good. Oh my goodness, the music and sound design. Of course, I'm not going into detail on anything because trying to avoid spoilers. But yeah, I love it. Absolutely recommend. If people struggled with Hollow Knight, they will struggle with Silksong more, I would say. But, well, there we go. I think Hornet has a voice line for that. Hornet would say get good. I don't know. That might be more of a struggle, though. I certainly struggled a lot with Hollow Knight the first time I played it. By now, I have over 600 hours in Hollow Knight, so that has gone away a bit. But yeah, I do remember that when I first played Hollow Knight, it was very tricky. Thanks for the chat. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for hopping by. Always happy to recommend Silksong to people. Yeah, I'll continue playing in, let's say, 10 seconds. So you might want to click off the stream. But yeah, thanks for hopping by. Good to see you. Yeah, 10 seconds. Will be over in a couple more seconds. Yeah, good to see you, Scott. Alright, so I need to give you purple flowers, this creepy grey root monster. I guess you're a root monster and not a tentacle monster, but you're obviously meant to evoke vibes of a tentacle monster. You only have 55.5 hours in Hollow Knight. Best of luck. Thank you. The precious hearts, give them. For the time of birth, for the right, they must bleed. Yeah, you were talking about, like, what are you talking about? You said something about the time of birth? You kept repeating that. What are you on about? Give polypart. I don't know if I want to be giving you things. But polyparts, gathered all. All that is needed is given. Right of the polyp. Wish granted. Okay. And, what does that get me? The first right of the polyp. The first right can begin. That implies there is a second one. Hello? Okay, well, no, not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily imply that there's a second one. It could just simply imply that there haven't been any others. I guess first doesn't have to imply that there will be another. Okay, what now? Bug, cloaked by red. The time of rebirth approaches. First rite is completed. Prepared for the time of birth. Take the refuse of the right. What did you just... do in there, in that wall? Polyp pouch. Pouch containing a fast-acting venom drawn from a flower's heart. Applies venom to equipped tools. Oh, and does it just do that for free without cost? I guess it needs to be equipped, but still. It's a blue one. Okay. I feel like I might take off the warning bell. It's been a very nice thing to have in our back pocket, but I think it might be good to swap it out and not rely on it, and instead get more silk with the Druid's Eye, and then get more damage with the Polyp Pouch. I think I will do that. Hopefully I remember to. Oh, right. And silk regen increase with the Weave Light. I wonder if we'll ever get to increase our crest even more, like add even more slots to it. That might get too OP. Alright, so what about this? We have finished the quest. That's probably what this means. That's why this tab was highlighted, rather. And in here, I think this is just the new mossberry that we got. Probably. Well, that's cool. Have you got anything else to say? Okay, no. Well, I will leave you to whatever you were doing. And now I think my plan is to go open up that path from the bench back down here. Path from the bench back down here, and then I will... What? I don't think I have anything I really want to do in Haunted Bellheart. Uh-oh. But I did want to go talk to Craig and accept that quest. Or maybe I shouldn't do that at the end of this stream. Maybe I should do that at the start of another. Yeah, I think I'll open up that bench and we'll talk to Craig next time. So I will warp to Bellheart so that we are well set up for that thing. For doing that. And there we go. I guess this stream will have been the short catch-up session in terms of... well, okay, I say short, but we will have been live for 3 hours. But, relatively short compared to yesterday. It will have been the short chill section. I guess we didn't do a boss fight. We did a sort of enemy gauntlet today. Yeah, short catch-up section. Oh no, the elevator was for this. Okay, that's how you got up here. Right, I'm sorry, I forgot completely. So we did have this path open. That's fine. Now we want to go to Bellheart, which we go up and left for. All right, got it. We can do that. Yeah, so we'll warp to Bellheart and that's where we'll start stream. Yeah, today I guess it was just us going back through previous areas and finishing up some things over there. Next time we will at least accept the quest from Craig, but then overall the plan will be to start heading left towards the top of the citadel. Okay, I want to go up through here. There's even a symbol in the world without using the map that points us in the right direction. Yeah, hello. Oh, I need to talk to you from here. I'm pretty sure the stag you can talk to from either end of the pit, but, well, this is not the stag. This is the bell beast. I wish to... No, not... Oh, no, right. Not Bellheart. What am I saying? We do want to go to Greymore. Hello. Am I just hearing the bells here, or was that some other kind of ringing that I was hearing? Also, did this bell beast location ever have a secret? Oh, I think this direction must have been it. Right. Yes, okay. We've been there. That was the place with all the bear traps. So... we are now in here. Right, yeah. We want to get to the halfway house. We will rest on the bench there, and then everyone will be happy. Although, I wonder, in this area, I'm almost certain... Yeah, top right. There were places that we couldn't explore, so perhaps next time we will still explore some new places with our Mantis Claw as well. Yeah, I do hope I'll get another stream in today, which is when next time would be... Oh, Exhausted Pilgrim. Oi, sister, I'm sat here all bent and bedraggled, but you look fresh as the day you was hatched. How do you fare so well in these drenched and dangerous lands? Maybe you got a secret you could share? None that would offer you easy aid, good bug. Whatever luck or savvy brought you this far, may it continue on your journey. That's neat. I like how these places change and people show up and leave. My sore shell will cease tormenting me once I reach the citadel. Yeah, as in you will be ensnared and enslaved or dead. It's sung that all ails are healed just as soon as we step beyond the Grand Gate. Well, that certain Hermit Pilgrim might have something to say that agrees with that, but I don't know that you'll be quite happy with the outcome. The Grand Gate. Okay. Alright, that's what you've got to say. Now, Craig, we want to talk to you, but not quite yet. Right, and Nu's gonna be up here. Hello, Nu. Have you got anything to say? Come to rest here, Miss Grown-Up? Then let Nu see our journal, for she is eager to see your cuts. Mama, much hunting has you done, and so many sweet little creatures in our records. Nu is drooling from such excess of learnings. Please keep working, Miss Grown-Up. It's hard work learning so much from creatures, but for Nu is very fulfilling. Oh, you've said that already. Alright, well, have fun, Nu. Oh, I like the cute little wave. Nu is scary, though. Nu is, wouldn't it be crazy if Nu were a boss fight? Do you fight the Hunter in Hollow Knight? I don't know. I know after you complete the journal, the hunter like hops down into the diary below and you can see the hunter standing up actually. But I don't remember if you fight the hunter. I somehow don't think so. Because no, then they would be in Godhome and they're definitely not in Godhome. So yeah, you don't fight the hunter. The hunter just has several fake outs where you think that you're going to fight them. Alright, so that's that. Next time we will talk to Craig. We might hop around over here in Greymoor a bit. And then we will head left from Shellwood and up towards the Citadel. Yeah, it's interesting. We don't actually know how high up the Citadel is. I thought earlier that we did. When in the first stream I was saying like, oh, it looks like the Citadel is quite close to Mossholm. But no, that arrow indicates that it's just off the map, up in that direction. So we don't actually know what to make of it at all. For all we know, we are like 5% through the vertical height of this map. So that's certainly going to be interesting to see. I think the stagways must start scrolling, surely. Surely they must. I don't know. Maybe they don't. But I guess we'll find that out next time. So, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time, which again, hopefully will be today evening. But I don't know. I'm not sure how long I'll be gone. Anyway, goodbye.